Hello everyone, my name is Jason Kenya and welcome to the channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build a fully functional restaurant or fast food website which allows your clients to order food online, which allows them to make table reservations online, which allows them to request food for pickup, and also has online food delivery capabilities. I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process of building this complete website using only free themes and free plugins and all free related resources that will be needed. And for the design of the website as well, you're going to be using a free page builder to build the whole website, so you don't need to have any coding or any programming experience before you can build a site. And before we proceed or before we go to the website, I want to talk to you guys about some of the main features or the core features of this website. Number one, online food ordering. So clients can come to your website and click on the menu button on your website, and once they do, it's going to bring up a menu for them to select food, and I'm going to show you how to set that up. As you can see, this is the menu, and as you can see, there are 3 food categories. So I'll show you how to set this up, either based on personal preference or based on the food your restaurant serves. And your clients can choose from all these foods, and once they choose, they can add toppings, and I'm going to show you guys how to create these or modify these based on what you want. So they can select any of them and they can add it to their cart. And for them to actually place the order for delivery, they will just have to click on the cart button over here, fill in their details, and once they are done, they can place the delivery order. And when they do place the delivery order, you as a restaurant are going to receive a notification or an order received notification on a mobile app or on an app on your phone, which I'll show you guys how to set up. And you're also going to receive it as a notification on your email. And if they want to view information about your restaurant as well, they can click on this button. They can view information like your restaurant delivery zones, delivery fees, and opening hours. So that's the first feature. Clients can come and order food online, and once they do, you receive it as a notification on a mobile app, which I'll show you how to set up, or on your email. The second feature which I wanted to talk to you about is online table reservations. So you can come to your website as well, click on the table reservation button, or what you decide to call the button, and once they do, it's going to bring them to your table reservation menu, where they can select the number of people, select a date within a time range that you choose. So once they select the date, they can select the time that they want the table to be reserved, and they can add comments. And as a restaurant, you can also give them information that the restaurant will keep the table for them after their reservation time is due. So as you can see here, it says 9 minutes. So that's another feature which I wanted to show you. There's online food ordering, and there is online table reservations, and those are just some of the main features of the website we'll be building in this video. And before we proceed, I want to actually take you to the whole website so that you can see how it works, see if you like it, so that you can decide at the beginning of the video if this is the tutorial for you. So before we proceed, let's go to the website. As you can see at the top here, we have a menu with a logo and with the page links over here, then a button, and over here we have our main hero section with some dual color text. As you can see, some is white, some is like pinkish red. We have dummy text over here. We have 2 buttons, one for ordering and one for table reservations, and then we have this like floating icon boxes and an image, and then a main image here which I'll show you how to create. And we have a second section here with a different background color. As you can see, this had a background image, this has a background color, with some icon boxes over here with different icons or images, which I'll also show you how to create as well. As you can see, we have a section here with an image design on the side, which I'll show you or tell you how I created. And then there's a section over here with icon boxes, some dummy text, and then text behind a background. And then as you can see, we have the same thing, text behind a background here with the title, and then we have some of the food that the restaurant sells being displayed with the currency or with the price. And as you can see, there's a see our menu button. Okay, and then there's this section here which has a background, some text, a divider, more text, and then icon boxes, which are basically giving you more information about the restaurant. Then we have this section for testimonials, where clients who have been served by the restaurants give their reviews on what the restaurant has done. So that's also another another block. And then there's also this block before the footer, which talks about we allow you to make reservations for your tables. You can see there's a little line below, and then there's a table reservation button at the side. And as you can see, this is the footer, which gives a little information about the restaurant, and then it has the social links over here as well. Then it has the page links, best dishes, and then it has some contact information like address, phone number, and an email. And as you can see, there's copyright. So that is for the home page of the website that we'll be building today. Now let's go to the about page. So we'll just click on the about link, and as you can see, brings us to the about page. So we have our main hero section here with a different background and with some text divider and then more dummy text. And as you can see, we have the same about section that we had at the home page. Then we have a block which says why choose us, with some different colored text, then a title, dummy text, a button, and then these image boxes, which I'll show you how to do. Then we have featured foods, which shows more foods that the restaurant sells. Then we have a block for the chefs of the restaurant, so you can display maybe the theme of the restaurant. We'll customize it basically how you like it. So this is just another block. Then as you can see, the same block in the footer. Then let's move over to the contact page. Okay, so click on contact. Okay, and then this is the contact page with the hero section which says contact us, a divider, some dummy text. Then we have a heading over here with a text behind a different colored background. And we have some contact info, so icon boxes which state the address, the phone number, and then the email of the restaurant. Then we have a map which states the location of the restaurant. Then we have a contact form here. And if you want to know how to build a working contact form so that you can send and receive emails on your website, because once you build the contact form, you have to link it with a protocol known as the SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, before you can actually send and receive mails, or when clients send mails through this contact form, it will reach your site. And if you want to learn how to do that, you can go over to youtube.com. Okay, then in the search box, you can search for my channel's name, which is Jason Kenya. Okay, and then hit the enter key, and then once you do, it's going to bring you over to my channel over here. And then if you click on your channel and you go to videos, it's going to bring some of my videos, so you can check out this video here which says how to send and receive emails on your website free and easy. I cover all of those things in this video, and I teach you how to link your contact form with SMTP so that you can send and receive mails on your site. Don't forget to check this video out, and don't forget to check out my latest video which shows you how to build a magnificent online course website like Udemy with WordPress. Okay, so now after that, we have this block here that we have our footer. Then let's go to the last page, which is the gallery page. And over on the gallery page, as you can see, we have a hero section, then basically some images of the site. Which one you have, it brings a nice image title on it. Then we have that last block. Then we have the footer. So this is basically the website that I'll be building today. The main focus is getting online food delivery working, online food ordering, and online table reservations. I'm going to show you how to do all of this in this video. I'm also going to show you how to set up a mobile app so that when clients order food on your website, you will receive it as a notification on a mobile app on your phone. So before we proceed, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a like, and if this video helps you, you can leave a comment below. If you have any suggestions, any improvements for me, you can leave it in the comment below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Don't forget to share this video out to your friends, and then let's get started. Alright, so to get started, you need a few things before you can start building this website. The first thing that you need is a computer and an internet connection, but I feel like those two things are really obvious. And then the third thing, which is one of the main things that I need, is the hosting service. So what's that? Basically, all of the files that you see on your site, from the logo to the text to the buttons to the images, everything that is on your website are all stored on a server, and that server is called your hosting server. Now this server is running 24/7 so that anybody can view your website at any time from anywhere in the world. And if you get a good hosting service, that means you are going to get some perks, like your website is going to load faster. Okay, so it's going to load faster when people search for it online, and it also determines how secure your site will be, as in it's going to protect your site from things like hackers and people, fraudsters, or scammers trying to enter your website and cause havoc. And it also plays a role in SEO. What does that mean? Getting a good hosting service will determine how high your website will rank once people search for it on search engines like Google and Bing. So if you get a cheap, crappy hosting, you're basically going to get the opposite of everything I've just said. So where can I get a good hosting from? Well, you can get good hosting from places like Hostingjar, Bluehost, SiteGround, A2 Hosting. So those places are pretty good places to get a hosting from. Then what do you need next? You need a domain name. Okay, so a domain name is basically maybe google.com or food.com or anything.com or .net or .org. The suffix, you are going to choose it based on your organization. Then you are going to need the name, so maybe jasonkenya.com or something like that. And where are places that you can buy a domain name. You can get a domain name for places like godaddy.com or domain.com. But basically, when you buy hostings for the first time, you normally get a domain name for free. That's almost hosting. So that's also another thing. And the last thing that you're going to need is a fresh WordPress installation. And once you have these 5 things ready, you can start building the website. Alright, so once you have WordPress freshly installed on your domain, it should look a little something like this. So this part that you see on your screen right now is your dashboard. This is the most important part of your website or WordPress because it's where you're going to see almost everything about your site, like your site health status, activity of some plugins, and some activity of your theme, and some extra things. As you can see right now, our dashboard is full of things and it looks quite confusing. So let's clear it up. Click on screen options and then untick all of these. Just untick all of these, and now as you can see, our dashboard looks very clear and clean. So let me go through this with you before we start building. So if you click on updates, the update section of the dashboard is going to bring you any plugin or theme updates that you have to install. So it's going to check through your website very frequently to see if there are any updates for any theme or plugin you install so that you can update it yourself. Okay, post. So now the post section, any post that you see on your site, whether it's a blog post or something like that, this is where you are going to see it, and you will click on add new post to create it. Okay, so this is the section for creating and viewing your post. So you can click on this button to add new post. You can create categories to add a post to, and you can also create post tags as well. So if you click on media, all the files that you see on your website, from the image here to the image here to all these images, or any file that you upload on your website, basically you are going to find it at the media library over here. All the pictures, maybe if it's a zip file or any other kind of file, any file you upload to your website, you're going to find it at the media library over here, and you can just click on this button to add a new file. So now let's go to pages. For the pages, any page on your site, for example, if it's home, if it's about, contact, or gallery, all these pages, you create them and view them over here. So you click add new page to add any of these pages to your website. Okay, now let's go to comments. For comments, any post that you publish on your website, the viewers who come and read the post can comment on it, and whatever they see as a comment on that post, you are going to receive it over here at the comment section, and you can unapprove it, reply, spam, or trash it. Okay, now let's go to appearance. Over on appearance, this is where you are going to install your theme. Okay, so we'll cover that a little later. Just know the appearance where you're going to install your theme. Now let's go to plugins. Okay, now plugins are these extra these tools that you can download to your website that give your website extra functionality. So for example, if you go to the contact page, let's say we have a website, we've installed WordPress on a domain, we can't do anything just like that. We'll need a plugin, a page builder plugin to build the whole page. We'll need a contact form plugin to build a contact form you are seeing here. So you can't just build a contact form out of scratch. You need a plugin to build it. So that's what plugins are. They're basically just tools that when you install to your website, they give you extra functionality. You can click on add new plugin to add a new plugin. When you go to users, all users who have the ability to log in to your website, you are going to find them over here. Okay, so whether they are subscribers, administrators, or something, you're going to see them over here, and you can add a new user by clicking on this button or on this button. So go to profile, and that's where you can change your username, your first name, last name, contact info. You can add a biography, you can add a profile picture, and then do extra stuff. Okay, tools is more about site health and importing and exporting some other stuff. It's more advanced. We don't need to go through it. So now let's go to settings. Okay, over on settings, this is where you are going to change your site title. So let me go back to home. Your site title is basically the name of your site that appears before the hyphen. Okay, so this, as you can see, is Jason Food. So I'm going to change the site title to Jason Food. As you can see, it changes over here. Then your tagline is what appears after the hyphen over here. As you can see, it says fast and tasty food. Okay, so it shouldn't be long. It should be a short description, or maybe a short thing to say about your website. So let me just type it in: fast and tasty food, like this. Okay, let me change the A to capital. Good. Now site icon. The site icon is going to be this image that you see over here. this little, like, it's called a favicon. Actually, you see it by the site title. If your site is opening the tab, I'll show you how to change that later in the video. Okay, then scroll down. Yeah, and then the time zone, I'm change your time zone depending on where you are. I'm going to change mine to Accra because I'm in Ghana, so Accra. Okay, then over here the week starts on Sunday, and then we'll click on save changes, and that's for the general settings. Now go to permalinks. Okay, now when you go to permalinks, you're going to change the link permalink structure to post name instead of their name. Okay, so click on save changes. The reason why we do this is because we want we want WordPress to structure our page links or our post links based on the name we give them, not based on the month and time or the day and name that was created. No, just the name that we give it. So if it's a page that we call about, then https://myfood.com/about. You see, that's how that will work. Okay, so that's for the permalinks. Now let's go to appearance and go to themes. Let's get the theme that we'll be using. And before we continue, I want to talk about themes. So themes are basically what judge how your site looks like. Okay, so from the structure to your single page structure to your blog page structure to basically everything, your theme is going to judge how your website will look like. And your website will vary. Your website look will vary based on the theme that you are using. Okay, as you can see right now, we are using this theme, and if you view our website, this is what it looks like. So let's say we change to maybe this theme. Let's activate this one. Okay, and then once we go and we refresh the page, you see that our site structure has changed. So that's basically what themes are. Your website look will vary based on the theme you are using. Okay, so let's delete these two themes right now. We don't really need them. So click on this, click on delete, and click on OK. Okay, then over here, click on add new theme. And then on the theme section, just search for this theme, block C. Okay, this theme here. And then click install, and then give it a few minutes to install the theme. It's installed, and then just click on activate to activate the theme. And then once you've activated the theme, just go to your site and then refresh again. And then as you can see, your site is now looking very different. So that's how themes work. Now as you can see, this is a message from WordPress which is thanking us for installing Belsky. And most themes have this. Once you install the theme, they're going to bring an extra plugin for you to install, like the theme's companion. That will allow you to tweak the theme more and give you like some extra functionalities. Okay, so just click on the install Belsky companion, and it has activated it for you, and it's going to bring you over here. Okay, so now you can change the theme settings. So now that we have the theme that we'll be using, let's go to plugins and install our plugins. So go here, click on install plugins. And then first things first, let's delete the two plugins that we are not going to be using. Okay, so on this page, just select these two plugins by clicking on the check mark here and this one as well. So these two plugins. Another way to do it is just click on this and then deselect the Belsky companion because we need that plugin. And move over to bulk actions and click on delete, and then click on apply. And then here, just click on OK, and it's going to delete all for you. So now let's install the ones we need. Click on add new plugin, and the first plugin we'll be getting is our page builder. So the page builder is basically this plugin that adds this feature which allows us to build our website using a drag and drop interface. So we're going to build this whole interface that you see using a drag and drop page builder, and that page builder is called Elementor, as you can see. So this is it, Elementor. Click install now. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have many videos on Elementor. This video I use Elementor, this one I use Elementor, this one as well, and this one too I use Elementor. So if you want more tutorials on how to use Elementor and how to get it to work the best for your website, just come over to my channel and view some of the videos there, mostly the web designing videos. Okay, now that we have Elementor installed, let's get our second plugin, which should be on this page, Elements Kit Elementor add-ons. Click install now. This one too is very important because it adds some other features and other widgets to Elementor which will help us build our site. Okay, and then after that, yes, the royal add-ons. Click install now. This is another plugin we should get. So these are the three plugins we'll be installing internally, as in from the WordPress plugin repository. That's over here. There'll be some two plugins that we are going to get from outside here. What I mean is, let's go to a new tab first. Okay, then the first plugin we'll be installing from outside or not from WordPress repository is called WP Server. Okay, type in wpserver.com. Now This plugin here is a security plugin that will protect your site against malicious attacks, hackers, scammers, and fraudsters trying to cause trouble on your website. It's going to safeguard your websites from all those activities. I personally use it on every website that I build because it's very good. So we are going to use this security plugin to safeguard our website in this video. So click on download. We're not mostly going to go through it fully in this website, but if you want to know more about the plugin, settings to not to touch and to not touch, and how to make it work best for your website, please come over to my channel, go to videos, and then watch this video here. Protect your website in minutes, the best security plugin for WordPress. I talk about this plugin and cover everything you need to know in this video, so don't forget to check this video out. Okay, now click on this link over here to install the VPC server, and as you can see, it's installing onto my computer. Okay, good. So close this, then go to a new tab again, and then type in wordpress.org/plugins. Okay, type in slash plugins and then add another slash, so like this, then hit the enter key and it's going to bring you here. Now over on the search plugin section, type in GloriaFood. Okay, type in GloriaFood and then hit the enter key. Then what you do is going to bring you this one, so click on the link here. As you can see, it said restaurant menu food ordering system to reservation by GloriaFood. So this is the plugin we'll be using. As you can see, it was last updated 8 hours ago, so that means they are constantly updating it. That's very good. So here we'll click on the download button, and as you can see, it's downloading onto our computer. So 2.4.2 is the latest version at the time of recording this video. Now let's come back here, click on upload plugin over here, and click on this button, drag the bpserver.zip. We'll install that one first. So click on install now and give it a minute to install this plugin onto your website. As you can see, it's done. So here, just click on go to plugin installer. Okay, let's install the next one. Here, click on upload plugin, click on this download button and drag in the menu ordering or reservations. Sorry, drag it in over here. Then here, click on install now, and it's going to install onto your computer as well. And then once it's done, just click on go to plugin installer, and these are basically all the plugins we'll be needing to build our site today. But hold on, there is one more actually. Search for Met Form. Okay, search for Met Form. This plugin is what we'll be using to actually, let me show you. If I go to the contact page, this form over here, this form, that's the plugin we'll be using to build this form that you see over here. Okay, so now let's go and get the plugin. So just click, this is the Met Form plugin, just click on install now. If you want to know how to build a correct form with Met Form and how to link it with SMTP so you can send and receive mails on your site, if you go to my channel again, there's a video over here which says how to send and receive emails on your website for free and easy. So don't forget to check this video as well. I cover everything in it, and you'll learn everything you need to know to do exactly that for your website. Okay, now let's come back here. Then over here, click on install plugins. Okay, click on install plugins, and then here select all the plugins by clicking on this plugin button over here, and deselect Glossy Companion. Then over here on bulk action, just click on activate and then click on apply, and then give it a moment for it to activate all the plugins for us. And as you can see, that's activated all of them. That's why we have all these different messages. So let's just clear them. Actually, let's just clear them from here. And as you can see, all the plugins have been activated, so we are good to go. So now let's do the first thing. The first thing is we have to set up GloriaFood. As you can see, this is GloriaFood over here. So just click on it over here. Okay, let's actually close this tab. We don't need this. Let's close the tabs that we don't need. Okay, so I'll close this one as well because we don't need it. I'll close this one as well, and because we don't need those ones. Okay, now as you can see, we have a to-do list over here. So it says connect to GloriaFood account, set up restaurant profile, and then set up menu. So you click on connect to GloriaFood account. Okay, then it's going to bring you over to this page for you to set up your account. So the restaurant's name, I'll type in maybe for the setup I use Jason Food, so I'll use Kenya Food here. Okay, and I'll type in my email, then just type in your first name and your last name. So my first name is Jason and my last name is Kenya. Okay, then type in your password. So come up with a strong and secure password to use. Okay, then here if you're setting up the restaurants for a client, you can take this, but here I'm going to just create account because We are the ones actually creating the restaurant. We are the owners of the restaurant, creating the um creating the restaurant profile. Now here they are going to share some data from the plugin for or from your site. They'll share some data from your site which will help them to make the plugin better. I'm honestly not that cool with this, so just click on don't share. Okay, and now here they're going to ask you to select what option you want to set up. So online ordering is ticked, reservations is ticked, many widgets is ticked, opening hours is ticked, Facebook ordering too can be ticked. But online payments is premium, so we can't really use this because it's pro and everything we're doing here is free. So yeah, leave everything how it is and just click continue, and then just click on start the setup over here. Okay, and once you do, it's going to bring you back here and it's going to bring you over to your admin page on GloriaFood, where you can start creating your restaurant profile, your restaurant's menu, restaurant opening hours, and everything. You're going to do that. As you can see, it has loaded over here. So now you can add in your restaurant's phone number. So let me do that real quick. Restaurant's phone number is 0200 116 995. Okay, let's leave it at that number. Then country, I will select Ghana because that's the country I am in right now. So let me scroll up. Yep, this is Ghana. So I'll select Ghana. Restaurant's phone number. Let me actually make it 0200 116 995, and then it should automatically add the code, the Ghana code for me. Now for city, I'll change into the city I mean. So Tema, zip postal code, it is 00233. Okay, that's the zip code. Then street name and number. Maybe I'll give you any random number, but if you're setting up the paper for your restaurant, you should give it the correct street name and number. So maybe I'll call it some random street. Okay, so let me just name it this for now. Then I'll click on the next button. Okay, so once that does done, just click on next, and you're going to um let customers know your exact location. So here they'll ask you if you want to change the address, and if you click on this, it will just bring you back here for you to change your address. Okay, so that's basically that. And here you can sorry, yeah, this pin over here, you can drag it around. Okay, so maybe you can leave it here, and then it's going to also automatically use that to get the location for you. That's another thing. Okay, so here click on next. Okay, and they'll ask you if you have a real www.website domain name. So yeah, just click yes, and they'll ask you to enter it in. So in my case, I'm using a subdomain, which is myfood.jessica.com. But if you have an actual domain or even a subdomain, you can actually use it. Doesn't matter. So I'll just type it in, myfood.jasonkenya.com. Okay, now just click on next, and it's going to check it, and then it's going to approve, and then yeah, let's go. So now for if I go here and let me go to the home page actually. Okay, and let's check our menu. Okay, so if I click on the see menu and order button, there's actually so many foods to choose from actually, but the one we are setting up only sells burgers, pizza, and ice cream. But you can select any of these that you like. Okay, the restaurant's cuisine is basically what it serves. So there's pizza, burger, salad, fast food in general, sandwiches, coffee, or you can show more, and it's going to bring you to Asian food, pasta, Mexican, Italian, breakfast, American. Show more, sushi, Indian, Chinese, kebab, Thai, seafood, show more. It's going to bring you more types of food. So depending on what your restaurant sells, all the way up to Lebanese, depending on what your restaurant sells, you will choose this. So I'll go back to show previous. Okay, I'll select pizza, I'll select burger, I'll select fast food in general, and let me check. Yeah, that's pretty much everything we need. I'll select these ones because those are the ones that we sell for now. Now I'll just click next for the restaurant cuisine, and after that they want us to validate our email address. So I'll just go over to my email. Let me actually type it in. Let me go to gmail.com. But depending on your email service provider, that's where you're going to find this validation email. So let me actually just go there. I'll click on this and I'll click on this account because that's the one I'm using. And then like I said, depending on your email service provider, maybe you're using Hotmail or Yahoo. So that's how it would work. Okay. Now I think this is the email address validation. So I'll just click on it. As you can see, this is the message over here. So I can just click on validate email address, and then I'll close this because we don't need it. Let me just leave here. And then as you can see, they said thank you, your email address hasn't validated. You can close this window now. So we'll just close this, and then just give it a minute. It's going to rectify over here. And then as you can see, it's now validated. Okay, so just click on next, and then you can ask if you offer pickup from your location. What does this mean? Maybe clients can make an order and request that you bring it to a certain place for them to pick up. That's what it means. So if your restaurant offers pickup, you can, hit yes and then click next. Then delivery is next. Do you offer food delivery? Yes, because the main thing is food delivery. So just select yes, and then we'll click next. And then from here, I'm going to start adding your delivery zones. Okay, don't start adding your delivery zones. How will you do that? Well, you can click on add another zone. Okay, then here just click on got it. Okay, just click on got it. Then you are going to use this section, this whole thing, this circle over here, to actually map out your delivery zones. So you hold this pin in the middle to move it around. So you can move it around to where you are and all the sections around it. So just hold this to move it around, and that will move the areas you deliver to around. So this section is very important. As a restaurant, you take this very important to move this thing only to where you deliver food from and to. Okay, so you can change the color of this actually. Maybe if you want to make it black, you can type in hash FFFFFF. Sorry, that's white. Sorry, hash 00000, and it's going to become black. Okay, so you can also change the color of this. But let's change back to its original color. Then the name, if you like, you can make it zone 1, or you can make it maybe the city's name. So maybe Tema delivery zones or something like this. Okay, let me type it correctly. Delivery zones, something like this. Then you can make it the minimum amount for delivery around this place. So the minimum amount can be like maybe $5, maybe no, not five, $15 as a minimum amount of delivery. This should be the minimum amount of a thing on your menu. So maybe the least thing that is on your menu can be $15, right? So that should be the minimum amount over here. Then the delivery fee, maybe you can make it like 15 as well, $15. Okay, then you can go to shape, and if you go to shape, actually you're going to use this plus sign, okay, to, let me say, draw. Okay, so you click a point and drag it over here, and click another point and drag it down and click another point, drag it, click another point. Maybe you can actually go like this, click and drag it back and click, and you can set up a delivery zone like that. Okay, so that one, if it's complex and maybe the circle can't do it, they'll allow you to create your own custom shape to actually do the delivery zone. Okay, so here I'll just click on save, and as you can see, that's your first delivery zone. It's in my delivery zones. Okay, now let's add in another one. So this one is the circle. Okay, as you can see, so maybe I can move it over here. Like I said, be very careful about this. Only select the places you deliver to. This is just a demo because I'm teaching you. You can change the color, then you can make it maybe dev charcoal. Name it like relating to the city to make it easier. Okay, dev charcoal delivery zones. Then you can change the minimum amount can be the same, 15. Delivery fee can also be 15. Okay, then you can click save. So you can use the circle or your own cricket shape to do it. It's the same thing basically. Okay, so this is how you create delivery zones. So once you're done, click on advanced settings. Okay, then over here you can go to orders outside delivery area. So do you want to accept orders outside your delivery area? If your restaurant does that, you can just enable this, but if it doesn't, you can just disable this as well. Okay, but they don't actually recommend it because once you enable this, some clients can be actually near your delivery area, but are not in the delivery area. And if you enable this and they start ordering, it can help you to get some data and notice how close those clients are to your actual delivery area. And it can help you add more stuff to your it can help you add more stuff to your restaurant, or add more delivery zones to your restaurant. Okay, so now there's a delivery address form. So this one is the best one for most. They create it for you, but if you can actually go to custom selection, then you can select. So for delivery address form, they should type in their town or city. Yeah, they should type in their number. Maybe you can type in, you should type in where to park, or you can select this one as well. You can make them mandatory or optional. Okay, but on a regular basis, the default one is the best, but if you need anything extra, you can use the custom selection. Okay, so let's go to default and then click on save. Okay, and then that should do it for the delivery zones. So I'll just click on next over here. and then they'll ask if you offer table reservations. So here we can click on yes, okay, because that's also part of this tutorial. So the minimum guest can be 2 people, maximum guest can be maybe 10 based on your restaurant. Minimum time in advance. So how before you, like, the least amount of time that you will take to book a table, okay, so you can book it 15 minutes before, but the minimum amount can be maybe 30, based on your restaurant. You can do this. So maybe minimum time in advance can be 15, and maximum time, as you can see here, they say 8 days. So let's just make it like 2 days or something, okay. So 15 minutes, and you can reserve a table for 2 days or whatever. And when guests are late, hold the table for, maybe you can make it 10 minutes after they are late, okay, because a restaurant needs to work. And you can also allow guests to pre-order their food while they are booking a table. So they can pre-order food for that table before they book it. But if they book it for based on days, then you're basically booking food for the next day on the next table that you've reserved, and that will make it actually some way. But if you know your restaurant does it, you can enable this as well. But here we'll just leave it disabled, okay. So now we'll just go to next, and then there's also dine in, okay. So do you offer dining order? You can click yes. So clients will order the food on a certain table in your restaurant, okay, and that can be before they get there. You just order the food there, so that once they come, they can just start eating. So you can just hover on this how it works for your clients, and then it will tell you information. Allow clients to order food and drinks when they are in your location, okay. So you have to print QR codes and put them on each table for your clients to scan. So they'll open the camera app on your phone or on their phones, imitate the QR code, and add item to cart to, and then place the order. So that's how it will work. If you offer dining, you will place QR codes on your clients' tables, okay, and then they'll scan it to know that, oh, okay, yeah, this is my table, because they'll see their name and everything. That's how dining works. You can order food once you are in the vicinity. Then once you come to the restaurant, the food is there. You can just eat it. So if your restaurant offers it, you can just click yes. Now let's go to the next one, which is opening hours. Okay, so here just click on add hours, and then you can make it maybe Monday to Friday or however yours is. Okay, then you can make the starting time, so that maybe they start working around 8. You can change it to maybe, I don't know, 8:30. Let's increase it to 8:30, and then they can close at 8 in the evening, around 8:30 as well. Okay, so you can click on save, and that is the Monday to Friday. So these are the main opening hours. Okay, then you can set operating hours for specific services. So for example, your pickup, delivery, table reservation, or dining. If you click on this, they'll show you. So here it says pickup service. So your pickup services operating hours is the same as your opening hours, or you can decide to make it get a specific one. So maybe let's say pickup service, right? You can make it Monday to Friday, or maybe you can change the time from maybe 10 to maybe it starts from 2 to 8. Okay, so you can make this time specific to the pickup service, or you can also make some specific times to delivery service, as in the opening hours or for how long it will go on. You can do the same for table reservations as well. Okay, those are specific operating hours for specific services, and you can add them if you like. Okay, then we have special holiday, and the pause services means your services are being halted or paused for a specific amount of time for whatever reason. It's not really necessary, only if your restaurant needs it. Okay, so click on add special holiday, and May Day is coming. Okay, so we'll just type in May Day. That's International Workers Day, right? So here we'll just select first May, we'll click on apply, and it's going to bring first May to first May. That means it's one day. Okay, so you can select some specific services if you like, or you can select all services. Maybe all services will be closed that day. Maybe you can select maybe the opening hours service will be closed that day. Okay, so that's how it will work. Then you can just save it, and then you can type in maybe Happy International Workers Day, something like this. Okay, then you can just save this, and it's going to add a special holiday to it. If you go to pause services, you can pause all services or specific services for a period of time, maybe 1 hour or 1 hour and then some minutes. Okay, or maybe for the whole of the day, because of some specific reason that you will type here. Okay, now we don't want to do that. Let's just go back, and here click on next, and we've set up our opening hours. Okay, now we have scheduled orders. Allow clients to request a specific fulfillment time. So you can click yes for this. I don't really think it's really necessary. Okay, if you hover on this, they will tell you to maximize your sales. Clients can order for later at any time. Also, when your restaurant is closed, orders can be placed outside opening hours, and then they'll queue up for acceptance. This way, you have the chance to accept these orders as soon as your restaurant opens. So what they're saying is that you can basically set your restaurant up such that some orders can be placed after your restaurant opening hours. So for example, if your restaurant is not open at a specific time, orders can be placed at that time so that immediately your restaurant opens the next time, they'll just start taking on those orders on the go. So settings for pickup, right? You can change the minimum time in advance from minutes to days. Maybe you can change it to maybe 1 day or something. Setting for delivery too, you can do the same thing. So the time slot for this thing, you can also change it as well. Maybe um every 3 hours is when they can actually do these settings. Okay. Then other. So you can hide as soon as possible or allow only scheduled orders. Okay, so you can do this as well. And it's not actually necessary. That's why I don't like going it through much. So the scheduled orders, I normally choose no for this. But it depends. If your restaurant can allow that, you can do that as well. Now here is for the tax. So this will be based on your country and how your sales tax works. Okay. So we'll not really go through this one. This is for taxation and currency. So you can click on menu prices already include taxes, or you can apply the taxes on top. These are your two options. So I normally go with the first one. You can call it sales tax. Okay. So now for food, you can make the pickup tax maybe 1%, delivery 1%, in restaurant 1% for your sales tax. Like I said, it's based on your country. Okay. So you can just click save for this tax. You can add a new tax category. Maybe it's ice cream, or maybe it's some other service. Okay. So you can also place tax on this. Maybe it's health. Okay. So maybe you can place tax on these things as well, based on your country, and based on the tax that your government collects. Okay. So now you can add some taxation for a delivery fee as well. So 1%. For your currency, just select the country that the country's currency, or the country that you are in currently, its currency. Okay. Now you can just click next. Like I said, it's not really important. We're not really be talking about it much. So now cash is a main method. Okay. So for delivery, dining and pickup, cash should be enabled. That's a good payment method. Then you can also use the card as well. Okay. So maybe when they deliver, they can use their card to pay. For dining, they can use their card. For pickup, they can use their card. This one is not really safe and secure. I don't really accept it. Maybe it's only good for delivery. Once you deliver, you can tell them to call you back for your card details. Okay. But I don't really enable it because I don't think it's that good. Okay. So I'll just click next. And then it takes you to the place where you type in your official details. So your restaurant's name, I'll type in Kenya Food, company registration address. If you have an actual, place where you registered your company, which you should, this is just a demo video, so I don't like to talk about that much. Maybe I can type in ODK Fashion. This is where I registered it at. Okay. In the city, maybe I can type in Tema, zip code, same thing, 0023. Type in your country. So over here, I will just scroll down and select Ghana from the list. And your phone number as well. So like I said, I'll type in the number 0200 Okay. And then I'll just enable this, that require that the data of the client should be data of the client's process on our behalf based on this agency. Okay. So you can add additional info required by law if you have these, which you definitely should once you register a restaurant. Like I said, this is a video which I'm just teaching you something, so I'm not going to enter it here. Okay. So I'll just click on next, and then you can add in your general terms and conditions if you have. You can also create from a template. That means they'll create the template for you. Okay. So you just click on create. As you can see, they'll use your details to create a template for you. So you can modify this however you like. You can make some text bold. So you can select like this and then make it bold. You can select this text and then you can underline it. Edit it however you like. Okay. Once you click on preview, it's going to take you to a page where you preview your general terms and conditions. Okay. So as you can see, this is it. Now let's come back and then click on next. Okay. Just click on next. But if you have your own one too, you can paste it in. So this is the privacy policy. You can do the same thing. Just click create some templates. You can click create, and they're going to create a privacy policy template for you. You can edit it however necessary. Okay. Then you can also like show them this. I assume and agree to respect your own privacy policy. So take this option. Then show restaurant marketing consent for emails to food clients. Okay. If you know you're going to be sending some emails to them, maybe this food promo is going on, or maybe we have this percent off this week. Those sort of marketing strategies to them. you can ask them for their consent. Okay, so you can pre-select their consent. So this will be the default one selected. You can click on yes or you can click on no. Okay, you can also show the cookies to them. The cookies are like these things on website that will store the values of the user who has logged in. Okay, you can also show this to them if you like. Okay, it's all personal preference. Okay, so once you do that, you can just click next. You are done with this. Now let's go to taking orders. Okay, now app installation. Here it says receive orders by turning your device into an order receiving machine. Okay, so here I'm going to take you to the mobile phone where we are going to install an app. Okay, we install an app that will allow us to receive notifications that when people order food online from our restaurant, we can receive those notifications on our phone. So this is the portion where we'll do that. So you just click on next and then just click on smartphone or tablet based on the one you are using. Okay, and after that you can enter your phone number and they will send you the link via SMS so that you can get the app link and then download it, or you can select I want to use email instead, which you'll be using. Okay, then just type in your email address and then you can check it on your phone. So now let's actually type it in. So I'll type in my email address. Let me type it in. Then I'll just click on next, and it's this point that I'm going to take you over to the mobile phone, see how you will do it from there. Okay, so over here I'll just click next, and as you can see, sending the email with the instructions to my email address. So we are going to check this on the phone. As you can see, it says email sent, and it says now grab your phone and check your email to install the app. So let's do that. Okay, so let's switch over to the phone now. Alright guys, so as you can see, we are here on the mobile version. So what I'll do first is I'm going to move over to my email account, which is Gmail over here, and then I'll just wait. And as you can see, they've sent us the message. So it says Oracle GloriaFood order taking app download. So this is it. So here we'll just click on download and install. Okay, and then that's going to take us over to Google, which is going to redirect us to the Google Play Store. So just give it a minute. As you can see, it's redirecting us to the Google Play Store. So over here on the Google Play Store, this is the app they are going to bring you to, restaurant order taking app. So just click on install to install the app and give it a few moments to install. And once it's done, we'll just get back to the video. Alright guys, so as you can see, it's done installing. So what we'll do is that we'll just click on open. Okay, once you click on open, it's going to take us to the Oracle GloriaFood restaurant app. Okay, so just give it a minute or two to load. As you can see, it's asking us to log in, so just click on login, and then we are going to use our email that we use. But since we were linked through the email, it has already done everything for us, so we don't even have to type anything since we installed it through our email. Okay, so now they want to give us a tour, so you can just click next, and they'll tell you that new orders appear in all, and then now they're going to show you how to create a test order. So just click next. Okay, so they're going to create a text order for us, and as you can see, this is the text order right now. So what we'll do is that we'll just click on it, and as you can see, they are showing us the test order. So this is for example, if someone ordered food on your website, this is how you are going to receive the order on your phone. So to accept it, you just look at the details, look at the name and email, look at the food they are ordering at order items over here. Then you also look at their location over here as well. Okay, then here you can just click on accept, and then you over here just give the delivery time. So maybe the delivery time is going to be about I don't know, maybe 60 minutes or something, right? You can change it to however you want. I don't know why my keyboard is not coming up right now. So hold on, let me tap on it again, and then here I'll just choose 60 minutes. Okay, now just click on accept, and then once it's done, it's going to accept the order. So if I can click on this button here to print it in case there was a printer connected, and this button to just allow you to cancel the order, to copy the order. So if you go back, then as you can see, when we go to in progress, accepted orders are shown in the in progress tab. As you can see, this is the in progress tab. So once maybe the kitchen is done cooking it and it's ready for delivery or something, you can just slide on the order. So as you can see, now the food is moved from the in progress tab to the ready tab. So if I click on ready, as you can see, it says ready for delivery. If you wanted to move it, all you do is that you just it would have been shown in the in progress, so you would have just slid on it to the left, and it would have brought a ready for delivery section. Then you just click on it and it's going to make you ready for delivery. So that's how the order delivering app will work. So once they make an order on your site, this is how you're going to receive it on your mobile phone. Okay, before we proceed, let me just show you a few things. You can create another test order you can clear the orders and you can pause the services, but I've not created any services yet, so we can't do that right now. If I go to the settings here, if I go to menu items, we don't have any menu items yet, but you would have seen them here. Okay, you would have seen them here if we add some menu items. Okay, now if I go to choices and add-ons, if we've created choices and add-ons, we'll also see them here as well. As you can see, they say something went wrong because we've not created any of those things yet. Okay, but I will show you how to create them later in the video. Auto print orders. If you have a printer connected, you can auto print the orders that you get. Okay, they're just saying this because we don't have any orders and everything yet. Profile, I'll show you about the profile of a restaurant, which we've also not created yet, or we have. Here we have. So as you can see, it says GloriaFood. It gives you our phone number and it gives you our location details. Okay, and then let me just close this and go back, and it showed the terms and conditions about help and feedback, and then you can log out. Okay, that's basically the mobile app. You don't do much here. It's a platform that you can register your restaurant on, and then once you get orders, you just receive them here, check the details, check the food you're ordering, mark it as ready for delivery, and that's all you do. All right, so let's get back to the desktop version now. All right, so as you can see over here, it says we have successfully connected the app. As you can see, it says Android version 10, and it has a device over here. If you want to connect with another device, you can also do that using this button and then the same process. But we are basically done. So what I'll do is I'll click on next. Then it's going to bring you over to this page. All right, so over here, just click next. They're going to take you like through a tour or something. So here they'll show you, like when you're done creating your menu, you can preview and have a test order over here. Over here, they show you the categories and the items and the categories. I'm going to take you through this myself, so this doesn't really matter. Here's this is the button you click on to modify the item that you've created as well. Here you can add choices and add-ons to, these food items and everything. If you click show me how, it'll just bring you to a video where you can watch, but I'll show you how to do those things so you don't have to worry about all of this. So I'll just click on close. And what we're going to do first is that we're going to delete all of this. Okay, we don't want, let me just close this app and let's delete all of this. So to delete it, click on this more and then click on remove. Okay, just click on yes, delete. We'll do the same here. We'll click on this three, this more, and then we'll just click on remove, and then we'll click on yes, delete. Do the same for the last one. Click on this, click on remove. Here, I'll click yes, delete. Okay, then let's do the same for the choices and add-ons. So click on this, click remove. Yes, delete, and then we'll do the same for this one as well. We'll remove it, and then for the last one, remove it as well. Now we have a blank thing and we can start creating ourselves. So I go back here and I click on the menu button. I'm basically going to copy the menu that's here, but I'll use that process to teach you how it's done. Okay, as you can see, the first category we have here is burger. Okay, so we'll click on add category, and the category name we'll just type in burger. Okay, in the category description, I'll copy the description I have over here. So I'll copy it and I'll paste it here. But if you want one, you can go to ChatGPT and ask it to develop one for you. So I'll just clear this from here and then I'll save it. And then you can add in a category image. So if I click add, they are going to automatically bring you some images representing the burger image. Okay, so it's up to you to choose. As you can see, this is the one that I choose here. If you have your own image, you can also upload by clicking browse and you can drag it in, but I don't have my own image. I only have, so I'm going to use the image that they provide. Okay, so they'll bring you some images which automatically represents burger. Let me go through and see if I can find, yep, this is the one we use. So I'm going to click on use this image. Okay, then these are, so this is the category burger, and these are the foods, or these are the things under the burger category. So for example, this is burger, this is a category, and under it we have hamburger, cheeseburger, and veggie burger. Okay, so let's create them. The first one is hamburger, so I'll click on it and then I will type in the hamburger over here. So the name is hamburger. Okay, now let's check out the price. The price is 25. So we'll go here, we'll change the price to 25. Then we can add a description if we like. So let me go back and I can copy this description over here and I can just paste it in. But you can use your own description if you like. Okay, it's up to you. So you can just close this up, and this is basically it. So you can add sizes as well. Okay, so if you click on add size, you can get the small burger size to be maybe 13, to be maybe 15. Okay, so you can click on add size, then you can type in maybe medium. So for the medium size can be maybe 20, and then you can click on add size again, to maybe add the bake. Okay, so maybe bake, you can make the price like 25. Okay, and you can make one pre-selected. That is, whenever they come, it will just be selected by default, and they can change it to they like. So you can just click save, and as you can see, we have the hamburger over here. Okay, so for the hamburger, you can add in your own image, and I normally do this for every video, but for most videos I do, I normally create blog posts for the video. So for example, let's see, maybe this video here that I've done, this is my latest video. I normally create blog posts for this video on my website. So if you go to a new tab, you can type in jasonkenya.com, and it's going to send you over to my website, as you can see. So once it's done, just go to blog, okay, and then you are going to see the blog post of this video that I've done, which will be out by the time it's out. So you just select the blog post over here, then you scroll down, and once you see download images used, you can just click download. Okay, and when it downloads, it's going to download onto your PC as a zip file, and it's going to contain all the images that I use, and it's only up to you to extract them. Okay, so let me show you what it looks like. I'll go here, and if I go to maybe documents, let me go to food stuff. This was going to look like. Okay, this is the zip file that I used. Okay, so I'll just right click on it, and I'll click on extract here, and it's going to extract all the images that I use for me. As you can see, these are the images that I use for the site, so I'll leave that in the description so you can download the images that I use if you need them. Okay, now let's go back, and then if you go here, the image for the hamburger is this one. So I'll go back here, I'll click on browse, then I will go over to where I saved the image at, to over here, and I'll just look for the image of the hamburger, which is this one. So I'll click on open, and just give it a few minutes to load in the image. And as you can see, the image has been loaded. So you can change in the zoom, you can crop the size, but I think this is perfect. I already did the cropping so that the image will be perfect once you get it. Okay, so here you can just click on set image, and it's going to set that as the hamburger image for you. So that's how you create a category and a food under that category. So I want to create two more with you so that you get the feel of how to do it, and you can do the rest based on personal preference or on what your restaurant says. Okay, so the next one here is cheeseburger, right? So let's do that one. We'll go back to our GloriaFood admin. Over on the name, we'll type in cheeseburger, and we can copy the description as well, right? So we'll copy this description, come back here and paste it in. We'll change the price to 25. Adding the sizes are optional, so this one we can just leave it as the default, and then we can click on save. And as you can see, this is it. So you can just change the image by clicking add, click browse. You can use your own custom image or the images I provided. I'll just select the cheeseburger here, and I'll click open, and as you can see, it has uploaded and it's processing, and this is the image. So here, just click on set image, and then it's going to set the image as cheeseburger for you. Okay, so now let's create another category that, you know, to save time, and we'll call it maybe pizza or something like that, right? We'll call it pizza. Then we'll go back here, and then we'll copy the description. Okay, so we'll come back and then paste in the description, and these are all descriptions that's able to generate using ChatGPT, so don't forget to check ChatGPT out. Okay, so here I'll just click on save, and I can click on add image. Okay, if I go back, the category image is this one, and they automatically provide you images. So let me actually take a look at it again. If I look through, let's see, I think this is the image that I use. Yeah, this is the image. So I'll click on use this image, and as you can see, this is the category. So now we can create maybe a pizza, right? So I'll call this one, let's see, the first one. The first one is pepperoni. Okay, so let's actually copy the name. Can you copy the name from here? Let me see. Let me copy the name. I'll come back and I'll paste it in. I'll just clear this from here. So this is the pepperoni pizza. We can copy the description for it, right? So I'll just copy the description. You can use your own description if you like. You can also, you know, you can also get one from ChatGPT, or, you know, generate one on your own. Okay, so you can add a size. Maybe you can call this one small. For the pizza, you make it maybe the small size can be maybe 20. Okay, then you can add a size. You can make the medium size maybe let's say 25. Okay, you can make the big size maybe 30. Okay, so 30, and then you can make you can give it a large size, as many sizes as you want. Basically, you can make maybe the jumbo size 45, something like this. Okay, then you can just click on save. It's going to save in the pepperoni pizza. So you just click on this to add an image. So you can click on let me check the image that we use is this one. So I'll just browse, and then I will scroll down and look for the image that I used, which is this one. Okay, so I'll just open it, and it's going to upload, process the image. Like I said, the cropping is already okay. You don't really have to do anything because I did all the cropping by myself, so that you don't have to go through it. So I'll just click on set image, and as you can see, it has been created. Okay, so that's how you create the categories for the foods you sell, and then foods under those categories with descriptions and with prices. Okay, so I'm sure you can do the rest based on your own personal preference. And if you feel like one will be too long for you and you want to just duplicate and do it off that one, you can just click on this and then click on duplicate, and it's going to duplicate the category with the foods inside for you. So as you can see, this is the category. If you go down, this is it here. Okay, so I'll just click on remove, and that's how you create it. Okay, so if you want to create the rest, the images are already there for you, so you can just use it to create the rest. And now let me take you over to the choices and add-ons. Okay, so if I go here, as you can see, we have the toppings. Okay, let me actually take you through the burger one first. So we have burger toppings, which is fries, bacon, and pineapple. Okay, so I can click on add group, right? And then I can call this maybe let's say burger toppings. Okay, burger toppings. It can be optional or mandatory, anyone you like. Okay, but optional is mostly the best. Mandatory, the minimum you can choose for mandatory is 1. The maximum you can choose, you can also set it however you like, but I'm just going to go with optional. Okay, and you can allow adding same choice multiple times. What does that mean? If active, a client can select the same choice more than once. So you have a list of toppings and you want to allow a client to select multiple times the same topping. I don't recommend this. Just leave it unticked, and you can click on save. Once you do that, you can click on add choice, and you can call this maybe fries. Okay, so fries, and you can change it to maybe $5 or something, right? And then you can add another choice, so maybe pineapple. Okay, pineapple, you can make it $5 as well. So you can make it five cedis. Sorry, that's the currency I'm using, so cedis. And then you can click on add choice, and then maybe you can make it bacon, right? And then you can give it whatever price that your restaurant says. So once you save it, as you can see, we have the burger toppings. Let's do some for the pizza as well. So we'll type in pizza, sorry, that's not how I spell pizza toppings, like this, pizza toppings. And then we'll just click on save, then we'll add the choices. So if I go here and I click on maybe this pizza, the toppings are mushrooms, sausage, and black olives. Okay, so let's go back here, let's add them. Click on add choice, we'll type in mushrooms, and we'll make the price maybe 5 or whatever your restaurant serves. And then olives, okay, we can make it 5 as well. And then lastly it was sausage, right? Yeah, sausage. Okay, so sausage like this, and then we can make it 5 as well. Now we'll just click on save, and then if you want to add the toppings to these categories, what you do is that you just close it like this. Okay, then you drag and add the burger toppings to burger, and you can add the pizza toppings to pizza as well. You could add the pizza toppings to the burger toppings as well, and it's going to save you a lot of time. So if you have a group of toppings that apply to multiple food categories, then you can add them to each. Okay, so that's how that will work. So this is basically how you create a burger, or how you create food categories, how you create food, how you create toppings as well. Okay, so from here you can click on, okay, let's do this first. You can, if you click show me how, this is just a list of tutorials that they will teach you how to do all these things, but I've already taught you, so you don't really need them. So you can click on change theme picture. Okay, over here, this is my theme picture over here. So if I go back, you can change the theme picture for each of these ones, either your web ordering or your order accepted page. So you can just change it with the images they provided, but if you have your own picture too, you can add that one. As you can see, this is the image that I use over here. So I'll just click on select, and that's my theme picture over there. So I can click on apply, and then that's basically it. So if you click on preview, test, and ordering, it should bring something like this over here. And then once you, so as you can see, this is it. Okay, but we set our opening hours to be maybe from 10 to 8 or something, so we can't really order now, but this is how it's going to look like. Okay, so you can click on this, you can choose whether we made this the pre-selected choice, so that's why, but we can make it small. Sorry, this is supposed to be big. Okay, then you can add in your toppings, you can add in a quantity. If you have any special instructions like no cinnamon or something, you can add it. And you can add it to your cart. But since we are not open right now, I don't think you can place the order. Okay, that's how that works. You can go to pizza as well. As you can see, we have the toppings and the sizes and everything. And that's how that works. So this is how you will create the menu. If you go to the info section, as you can see, you see our delivery zones over here. You see our opening hours, Mondays to Fridays. You see the delivery hours, you see the pickup hours, you see the address. You can change the language if you like. You see the payment methods, and then you see the phone number of the restaurant. So this is how it's like. Okay, so once you are done, if your restaurant opening hours are actually active right now, you could actually test and order. So once you order it, you can order it and it will go to your phone, just like how I showed you how to set up the mobile app earlier in the video. So once you order it, you should go as a notification to the orders or to the all section on the mobile app on your phone. Okay, so we'll just click on next. And if you have a menu or maybe Word or Excel as a PDF form, you can click yes, and then you can upload your menu. Okay, once you click on yes and you click on next, they'll ask you to upload your menu, and then you can just upload it, and then they themselves, you don't have to go through the whole process of creating the foods and the descriptions yourself. No, they will do everything for you. They will just take in all the data, and all you have to do is maybe add pictures and edit some things. Okay, so if you have your own menu, either as an Excel file, a Word file, as a PDF file, you can just upload it and they'll do everything for you. Okay, so here we'll click on next because we don't have our own menu. Okay, we'll click on next. And as you can see, if you have a Facebook shop, you could set it up. Okay, if I click on next right now, they'll ask you to go to your Facebook page and edit your call to action button. Okay, so we are not actually going to be setting that up. You can add this link to your Facebook start order button to give your food clients access to your online menu. But I'm not setting anything up on Facebook right now, but this is optional. Okay, super easy. Just copy this and follow the steps, and then you have your restaurant on your Facebook page. Okay, you can also do Facebook sharing. Okay, so use this personalized link when posting on Facebook. This link work on desktop, mobile, tablet, and helps you sell more through Facebook. So you can use this link to share as a status update or as a post or as a story on Facebook, and it will help you get more customers. Okay, so you can click on next, and then the sales optimized websites, they will create a website for you which is optimized for online sales, which is optimized for food and everything. But I don't need to do this here. I can just select no, because we are going to be building our own sales optimized websites for food ordering and everything later on in the video. Okay, so you don't have to do this. Just click on next. Then over here they'll ask you, this part is very important. Okay, to publish website ordering, would you like to take orders and table reservations to an existing website? Yeah, just click on yes and click on next, and then they're going to ask you to send instructions including the HTML code to your webmaster. Your webmaster is basically the person who designed the website for you, right? So you can add a webmaster's name if you like. So Jason Kenya, you can add the email of the person. So I'll use my email, and then the subject you can leave it as what they've said. Okay, so now this is just like a dummy message they set up for you, right? So this link that is in the email will send the code and instructions to your webmaster for how to add those buttons, these two buttons that you see here, to your site. Okay, so instead of sending this, we can just click I'll do this myself, and then once you click on it, it's going to take you to another page. Okay, and that page is this is the personalized HTML code. Okay, so this is the HTML code that we'll use to get these buttons on our site. So what I would say is that bookmark this page, keep this page somewhere. Okay, what you can do is also you can copy this. Okay, just copy this and then come here and then just create a new text document on your desktop. Call it menu and table buttons or something. Okay, something like this. Okay, and then open it and then just paste in the HTML code inside and just save it. Okay, so that you have this on your computer and you'll never lose it, because it's very important and we'll be using it to set up the buttons. Okay, so as you can see, they said that you have successfully created the HTML code, and then it seems that the button is not published on your website yet. So once we publish the button on our site over here, they are going to tick mark it for us. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that once we are building the website. So you can just click on next. Now, shared mobile app. Would you like to recommend a mobile app to your clients? You could do this, but I think, yeah, you could do this. Just click on next, and then you have to apply. So you have to be, so here it says be part of our virtual food court, and it replies, it's basically a platform that GloriaFood have created that you have to apply to join. And once you join, you can share it to your clients to start ordering and seeing your menu and everything from that app. Okay, so once you click next, it's going to publish your restaurant to the food booking Android app. Okay, so the app, I think, is called Food Booking. If you go on the Google Play Store, you should be able to get it. And it's also, it's also going to do it on the Apple App Store as well. Okay, because you can't just do it on one platform. Okay, so once it is done, you have to enter your phone number. So I'll enter mine. Okay, then it's going to send the SMS link to your phone number. So if I click on next, it's going to send it to your phone number. And all you have to do is grab your phone and install the app, and then you're good to go. Okay, so now a restaurant is marked as in review, and in order to pass the review, you have to publish the button on your site. You have to insert your menu, and you have to ensure that the restaurant order taking app has good internet connectivity. That means that the order taking app on your phone, you should be always connected to it. You should be always on it. Always keep it open so that you can have orders, and it will keep your connectivity rate high. Okay, but these two, I'll show you how to do them, and so that you can pass this review test. Okay, here just click on next, and for the branded mobile app, this is actually premium. They're going to create an app for you for your restaurant specifically. Okay, and it's actually very good, but in this case we are not doing anything pro. We're doing everything for free. So just click on no and click on next. For the dine-in QR code as well, for dine-in, once they order the food, once they're in the vicinity, when they come to the restaurant and they come to a table, you can just scan the QR code on the table and know that, yeah, this is my table. So that's how the dine-in would work. Okay, you can click, so here just click yes and click next, and then it's going to generate the QR code for you. So you can change the colors if you like. Okay, and once you do, this is how it's going to look like. Okay, so just click on next. You can't really customize it that much. Okay, so just click on next, and as you can see, you've created your flyer. Okay, so you can send it to print or you can download it. Okay, so you can print it or download it. Any of this would work. You can manage flyers, but we'll look at this a little bit later. So here, just click on next, and then once you do that, there's online payments. So online payments is actually premium. Okay, you can't pay online. It's for a premium, like it's a premium service. Okay, so you just click on no. But if you bought the pro version of GloriaFood or that pro add-on, you'll be able to enable this. Okay, so I'll just click on no, and I'll click on next, and that's basically for the setup of GloriaFood. So you're basically done. The Kickstarter, this is where it's just marketing tools basically. Okay, so if you click on next, you can invite clients to order online. They're just giving you tips basically, okay, to get more orders. So just click on next, just click on next. You can read this if you think it's good for you, and then you can also do your first buy promo. So if I go here and I click on see menu and order, okay, let my menu load up a bit. There's a 15% off your first order section I have on my menu. Okay, as you can see, this is it. So if I go back here, this is the first buy promo. That's what I'm talking about. So you can click yes here and you can click next. Okay, then you can set it up. So you can make it 15% or even maybe 20% of your first order. Okay, so let me type in 20, and then you can just change the description. Okay, then you can click on change the picture. Okay, so I think I chose drink bottle. Let's see, yeah, this one. So I'll click on select, and I'll use this image. Okay, now I'll click on next. Now the discount is 20%. Okay, and if you go here, look at the least thing on your menu. Okay, the least thing, the thing that costs the least. Okay, and when you look at that, just put it in here, enter it in here. Okay, so I think on our own, the listing might be 10 or 15. So a minimum order value is what, so if they order below this value, they will not get a discount. But if they order this value exactly and above, they will get a discount, and that's how that will work. Okay, so here just click on save, and then you've created your first buy promo. So just click on next. You can create more promotions though, and here too you can invite your clients to order online via an email or via SMS. So you can do this in 3 simple steps. You can edit your message, import offline clients, and send out the invites. Okay, so they will do this for you. All you have to do is, if you have offline customers you would like to import to the ordering system, you can just click on yes. Then you have to agree to this, and it's going to invite the clients online for you. But I don't want to do that here. Okay, but autopilot is a pro feature. Yeah, it's a pro feature. So it's going to run everything on autopilot. Like it's basically going to do everything for you. but it's actually very good. You can make the campaigns for you. So it has a lot of features. It constantly segments your customers to deliver the most relevant campaign. It does a lot of a lot of those things for you. Okay, so once you activate it, you have to pay, but it's a pro feature. Okay, so we shouldn't really be doing it. Now you can encourage the second order. It's another campaign. You can re-engage clients, and you can use the cart abandonment notification to remind distracted clients of their uncompleted orders. So these are all Gloriafood's marketing tools that will help your site to gain more clients and everything. But here, what we are going through is we are going through the setup and not really the marketing stuff. So is your website optimized for maximum sales or results? This one is what they're going to talk to you about. They're going to scan your website basically. Okay, so the website that we've not even built any actual website yet because we've been doing the GloriaFood everything. So we shouldn't do this yet. I recommend that once we are done building our website, once we've done the SEO, once we've done the mobile optimization, once we have the security plugin and everything, then you scan the website quality. Okay, it's going to scan it and everything for you to see if your website is actually there, actually very good for selling food online. Okay, so it's just a scanner. So it has 15 issues found. As you can see, we have no content optimization. Our domain name is a subdomain. Okay, but it has good speed. Okay, and as you can see, there are so many things because we've actually not built the website yet. We've not actually built it. Okay, so once you do that, you can just come and scan it again, and then you'll be good to go. Go to Google Business and you go to Overview. You can also make sure your Google Business listing is optimized for the best sales. So if you go to next, they are going to set up all of this for you. Okay, so you can select your location from either of these things, and then once you do that, they're going to set up a Google Business profile for you. But this is a demo, so we're not going to be doing much here. So if you go to Overview for the promotions, you can make promo deals, and clients will spend more per order and order more often. Okay, so if you click show me how, you can create many promos. Okay, so the first promo we created was 50% of your first order. So you can create more and more promos, as you can see over here. Okay, so if you click on get started, you can add a promo deal, and you can go to pre-made promos, and this is one of them. Okay, so if you click on this is the promo that we've done. So this is basically how it works. You can see it's active. You can turn it off if you like. This is the coupon code and everything. So this is where you find your promos. And if you go to flyers as well, you go to your flyers, you can see that we have the QR code flyer. If you click on add flyer, you can use their template. Okay, so you can use the promote online ordering, the promote order ahead, or the QR code flyer, any of these. Okay, so that's for the marketing tools. If you go to this, I think this has more to do with like analytics and everything. As you can see, they'll be checking your reservations, checking your orders, checking your Google ranking, checking your visitors, checking your clients and everything. And here you can use this to just gain more orders, gain more visitors. These are all tools basically. Okay, if you go to sales and you go to trend, it's also more analytics. I'm going to show you your sales in a period of time. Okay, your total revenue. If you go to menu insights, you go to categories, also more. If I go to beggar, for example, okay, as you can see, there's no quantity, there are no sales and everything because nobody has bought anything yet. But this is where you come and view your site analytics and everything, and you study it to see how you can get more clients and get more everything. Okay, so this all has to do with analytics. If you go to list view, you can view your orders, you can view your clients, and you can view everything. Okay, you can export it and then print it as well. So now let's go to the online ordering section over here. You can also print all your orders if you have a printer connected. Okay, if you go to ordering widget as well, you can go to limit scheduled orders. Okay, so you can limit scheduled orders by time slots. Okay, but this is not really recommended, that's why it's not selected. If you go to auto accept orders, anytime an order comes, it's going to accept it. Anytime an order comes, going to accept it. Maybe that might not be too convenient for you because you want to go through the orders step by step to see if they are actually good for you before you accept them. Okay, service fees, then you can add extra lines to your customer's bill. You can use this to set up. Okay, so if you click on add fee, you can add a service fee to your client's bill. Okay, go to fulfillment options, and as part of a higher hygiene standard or just for the well-being of your clients, consider the fulfillment options with minimum physical exposure. Okay, so for default, no extra options at checkout. You can add in minimum exposure options at checkout, and you can just enable all of this if you like. Okay, so you can go to recapture as well, every captcha, you just have this I'm not a robot thing. Okay, so you can enable it and click on next, and then it's going to bring it. And then yeah, over here you also have to go to your integrations. Okay, so if you go to integrations, you can just add in some things. For example, Google Tag Manager will enable you to install and manage marketing tags. You can use the Oracle Symphony, you can use the Toucan. So I recommend that you go through these yourself, see which one is best for you, and you can add in an integration. Okay, if you go to other, here you can just change in settings for restaurant staff. Okay, so for example, if a delivery is confirmed, a pickup is confirmed, or order ahead confirmed, or any of these messages come. For example, if someone makes an order, although it sends the notification to the app, it can also send it to your email. So you can make it 2 emails, not 1. So you can add an email. Let's say I add this email as well. So I click on save, and it's going to add this email too as well. Okay, so you can add many emails that to send the others to, so that you don't have only one avenue. Okay, then settings for your food clients. Once your client to makes an order, they are going to send it to your client's email address as well. Okay, so order ready. Here you go to supported languages, and as you can see, there are all the languages here. Okay, so this is basically the GloriaFood setup. This is how you will set up GloriaFood and everything. This is how you get your restaurants working, get your menu, your table reservations, your prices, your taxes, opening hours, and your everything. Now that we are done with this, okay, let's actually get to building the site. So let's close this, and we'll come back here. Okay, then go to pages, and then over here click on actually you can select these 2 pages. We don't actually need them, so click on move to trash, and then click on apply. Okay, and then go over to screen options. Let's see. Okay, bring it back, just close this. Okay, and then once you do, click on add new page. Okay, click on add new page, and then I come to create our home page. Okay, let me close it. This page over here, this is the page we're about to build right now. Okay, so I'll close this, and I'll type in home. Okay, and over here on templates, I'll select Elementor full width, and I'll click on publish. Okay, I'll click on publish, and I can just view the page right now. Okay, so now if I go and I type my website link in a new tab, myfood.jessica.com, it's not going to take me to my home page. Okay, it's going to take me to my post page, as you can see. And we don't want this to be the page it takes us to when people search for our website. We want it to bring it to our home, to bring the people to our home page. So how do you do that? Go over to settings. Okay, and here select reading. Okay, select reading, and then your home page displays, change this to a static page, and the home page, select home. Okay, then click on save changes. Okay, then once you save changes, just go to pages and go back to all pages. And now if you go to a new tab, and then we search for our website link again, it should take us to our home page. Okay, as you can see, that's taking us to our home page, and that's what we want. So now let's start building. Click on edit, and over here click on edit with Elementor. And once you do that, it's going to take you over to the Elementor page builder. As you can see, it's taking us over there, and as you can see, it's brought us over to the Elementor page builder. So here, just click on continue. Okay, and this is it. This is your interface basically. Okay, so let's start building. Okay, because the video is getting quite long. So as you can see, this is the first block we'll be building. This is the first section. Okay, so just click on this button here, click on flexbox, and then click on this container, a dual container. Okay, then make sure this is unboxed. Then on the width, give it a width of 1230. Okay, like this, give it a width of 1230 and a height of 813. Okay, so make this 813. That's be very long. Okay, then go to style, and then go to background type, make it classic, then go to image. Okay, and I already showed you guys how to get all the images I use for my website. Okay, so what I'll do is that I'll select all the images here, and then I'll just unselect these files inside, so that will be only the images we are uploading. Now click on open, then it's going to upload all the images onto the site. So this is going to take quite a while, and I don't want the video to be that long, so I'm going to give it a minute to upload everything, and once it's done, I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so as you can see, all the images have uploaded. Okay, and the image on the background is this image here. So click on select. Okay, and it's going to bring in the image over here. So what to do first is you can just get rid of this, then position, make it center. Okay, display size, make it cover. Okay, then this is our image, this is what we'll be using. Then go to background overlay. Okay, then background type, select classic, and then the color, select black. Okay, select black, and then over here make the size 0.87. Make the opacity, sorry, 0.87, so it gets really dark. Okay, now go back here, and then we have to create these two, we have to edit these two sections. Okay, what we should do first is that let's select this container. Okay, then go to advanced. Yeah, go to advanced, and then the top padding for the first column should be 110. Okay, so make it 110 for the top padding, and then the left padding as well should be 20. Okay, make it 20. Now that's good. Go back here and look for heading. Okay, just look for heading. Then as you can see, we have the e-kit heading, so drag it inside. Okay, then what we are going to do is that we have to get this dual heading, so it says from our kitchen to your table. So let's do it. Make this from, okay, then inside the curly braces represent the heading that will have the different color. So make this from okay, then just give it a space. Let me clear the T from there, and then I'll type in kitchen, and then the other dual colored heading is there. Okay, so I'll make this 2, then I'll bring in another 2 curly braces, and I'll close it with 2 curly braces, and here I'll type in table. Okay, so this is how it should be like. And as you can see, these two have a sort of like different color from, you know, the original. So now select this container before we resume. Go to layouts, and then center align everything. Center align everything. Make sure everything is centered. Okay, or actually no, let's leave it like this for now. We'll change the center alignment later. So go here, go to separator, and then turn this off. Okay, turn it off. Go to title. Now the main color should be white. Okay, main color should be white. What we'll do is that we will go here and then click on this plus button to create a global color, so that anytime we need the white color, we'll just select it from our list of global colors. We don't have to, you know, create it again. So we have white, and then typography. Okay, so we have to make this really big. So let's see, 65. 65 is like a little bit too big, but let's increase the weight first. So let's make it like 700 bold. Okay, so 700 looks quite similar. Now go to let's go here and see something. The eye seems like there's a break by it, so what we can do is that we can type in less than sign BR greater than sign. Okay, then it's going to send the kitchen down. Okay, then do the same at the 2. So what you can do is that you can copy this and then paste it after the 2, and it's going to create that same design that we have here. So that's one way of doing it. You could use the margins for the text. So let's actually clear this. Let's clear this from here, and let's clear this as well. You could use the margins as well if you don't want to use the break tags. Okay, so what you do is that you go to margin, and then maybe you can increase the left margin so it starts, you know, changing up the text, or you can go to advanced and then just increase the left and right margins as well, and it's going to do the changes for you. Or you can also do it for the paddings as well, but let's just use the break because it saves time and it makes everything easier. But that's just another way. Okay, so go to style, then go to focus title. Okay, then what we have to do is that we have to get this color. So I do have a color picker extension on my computer, but you could also use the inspect. Okay, so if I right click here and I go down and I click inspect, it's going to bring us over here. Let me make this responsive. So let me make this a PC version. Good. Now I'll click on this to select, and then I can click on this. As you can see, the color was there. So if you scroll down a little, you see this color. Okay, so all I have to do is just select everything and copy it. Then you can close the inspect, come over here, go to color, and then paste it in. Okay, then you've gotten the color. You can also go to the hover color and do a similar thing and paste it in. Then what you should do is that create a new global color and then just name it any color. So I'll call it pinkish red or something like this. Now just click on create. Okay, now go to title, and I'll go to the typography again, and then the font family. Let's see, let's try Inter. So we can make it Inter, something like this. Okay, and then let's see the line height here. Line height, so decrease the line height, make it quite small. It doesn't have to be that big. Okay, then increase the size of the text, and then increase the line height a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, that's what we have there. So now we can go to the focus title. When you hover on it, the color shouldn't change. Okay, so you can click on update, and that's basically your first section. Okay, so now you have to get the description. So to do that, come back, drag in a text editor below this, and as you can see, this is the description. So go here, go text color, make it white. If you have any actual text, you can put it there. Go typography, you can put it there by just clearing this text from here and then typing what you want over here. So go to style, typography, font family, make the font family, type in height, okay, and then the size of it, make it like 15. Okay, increase it to 16. 16 is okay. Then what you need next is you need to drag in a container below this. Okay, now here is where it gets a little complicated. So let's open our website once more so that to take us to our dashboard. Okay, there is going to be a few things I'll be showing you. So just make this a horizontal container. Okay, and then drag in a container inside and then duplicate this to get to. Okay, so that you have two containers here. Now come to where all the elements are, and then inside they type in HTML. Okay, type in HTML. Then you see the HTML code here. Okay, now come here. As you can see, they said that if you copy this personalized HTML code, you are going to get one for your menu. As you can see, it says see menu and order, and you're also going to get one for your table reservation over here. Okay, so here it says that if you would like to customize the button, remove or change the class attributes inside the span tag. So there's a little bit of HTML, but don't worry, you don't have to worry about coding anything. I'll just provide everything for you. So you can just copy this, come here, go to the HTML code section, and then just paste it in. And as you can see, the button has come. Okay, so we can go back here and we can actually copy the table reservation one. So copy from here all the way down. Copy this. Okay, then come back, go here, search for HTML, drag it inside here, and then just paste it in. Okay, as you can see, we have the two of them. So select this container and just release the gap between the elements. Okay, and as you can see, there's some space by it. So what you can do is that you can just reduce it. Let me try reducing this one as well, and then I will increase this one. Perfect. Now we have the two buttons here. Okay, so I'll click on update. But if you look closely, the button design here is so different from the button design we have over here. Okay, so there is a way you can change that. The first thing is you can display the button by using the HTML code you were given, or you can go to GloriaFood on your dashboard and go to settings. Okay, and once you go to settings, you're going to see that you have the buttons here. Okay, you have the buttons here, then you have the shortcodes. So another way which you can display them is through shortcodes. If I go here and I search for shortcode, I can drag in a shortcode below here. Okay, then let's say this button, right, I can copy it. Okay, so I can copy the shortcode and then come and paste the shortcode in, and then it's going to bring the same button that we had. Okay, so there are two ways of displaying it, either using HTML or using the shortcode. With the shortcode though, you can click on customize and actually customize everything over here. So hold on, let's give a few minutes to load the customizer. All right guys, so as you can see, the customizer has loaded up, and here you can basically customize your button. You can change the text on the button, this many and other text. You can change the color of the text from white to whatever color you want. You can change the font with the font provided. So you can change it to this one, and it's going to change the font for you if you click save. If I click save, for example, it will change the font. Let me go back to customize. As you can see, the font has been changed. Okay, so you can you can change many things. You can change the size of the text as well. You can make it bold. You can change the background color, change the padding, and then change the border radius as well. Okay, so this is an easy way to customize your button. Okay, so once you're done customizing, you just click save, then it's going to refresh the page. Then you have to do is copy this shortcode and come and paste it in here, then you are good to go. But if you go to the customizer, if you check here, this button has like a little border color around it. It's different from the button's background color. And if you go to the customizer, it doesn't have that option. Okay, so if you want easy editing on the go of your button so that you can just copy and paste, you can use the customizer way or method. It is generally easier, but I kind of recommend the HTML one because you can edit it more or do the more of the editing, make it nicer. But using the HTML means you're going to need to have a little bit of HTML knowledge. But in this video, I've got you covered. I'll provide you with the HTML codes I use to design my button, so you don't need to have any HTML experience. So there are two ways of displaying buttons, either using the shortcode or using the HTML code that they provide for you. Okay, so I'll just delete this first. Before we proceed, click on updates. Okay, click on this container and make sure that you have released the, sorry, not that container. Let me I'll make this 0. I'll just clear everything from here. Select the main container over here. Let me click on updates. I'll click on my navigator, and then I'll select this container rather. Okay, this container. So click on this container, this one, and then make sure that all the paddings have been released. Okay, so click on this to unlink the values. Okay, and then once that's done, just click on update, and then let's just preview the changes. Okay, so I'm going to open, just click on that button to preview your page, and as you can see, this is it. So if you click on the see menu and order button, okay, if you click on see menu and order, it's going to load up the menu that we created earlier in the video, you know, with the burger and then with the pizza options. Okay, just give it a minute. And as you can, we are opening hours were not this time, that's why it says this. So I can just close this. And as you can see, it has loaded our menu over here with our restaurant information and everything. Okay, so it's just like on this side that I was showing you that I'll be building. So I can close this. If I click on table reservation as well, it's going to load up our table reservation menu. As you can see, the same table reservation menu. It has number of people and everything. And then that's it. As you can see, we set it to 10 minutes for the table to be kept after reservation time. So that's exactly what it says. And that's how you can do that. Now let's style up the button. If you go to the images that I provided for you, as in these images, you see that in that folder or in that file, there was this menu button style document. So go here, okay. Then what you want to do is you want to copy this code. This code I have in the document for you guys. So copy it, okay, and then you can close this. Then come back to your Elementor. If you go here, they tell you that if you would like to customize the button, remove or change the class attribute inside the span tag. Okay, so I'll go back and explain that to you. If I select this HTML, this class glf-button gives the button a style basically. Okay, so if you want to edit the button, just select from class, okay, all the way to the last quotation marks over here, then just paste in what you copied, and as you can see, it has brought in the button style for you. Okay, so this is the button. So I'm going to do the same for the table reservation one as well. So you click on it, okay, go to the file, just copy the table reservation style as well. So just copy the code, close this, come back here, and then the class which it says glf-button, just paste it in. As you can see, it has brought the design for you, so you can update it, and then that's basically how that will work. Okay, so now let's see, let's decrease the width of this column a little, okay, so that the buttons can come closer, because over here they are relatively close, but they're not that close. Okay, so as you can see, we have our buttons start over here. Once the page refreshes, as you can see, this is our buttons over here, well, perfectly designed and looking nice. Okay, so what we can do is that now let's see, go here, go to advanced, the top pattern is already okay, so click on this, go to advanced, margin top, just increase it a little. Okay, so I send the rest of the text down. What you can do is you can click on the container, this main container over here, you can go to layouts, and then all you have to do is just justify the content to center. Okay, so justify the content to center, go back to the heading, get rid of the margin that we gave it, go back to the container, go to advanced, and then just, you know, decrease the padding that we gave it as well. So you can make it like 100, or maybe just clear it from there. Okay, so that it looks like this, and this is perfect. Now select the container again, go to layout, and release the gap between the elements. Okay, release the gaps, and then give it a row gaps of like maybe 10. Okay, 10 is actually too much, make it like 7. Okay, and that's good. As you can see, we have this block ready to go. Last thing I wanted us to do is select this heading, go to style, go to title, go to typography, and then make this the font family Poppins instead. Okay, so type in Poppins here, and as you can see, it looks way better. Okay, so just click on update, and then you are good to go. Now let's create this block, the one over here. To do that, go over here and then drag in an image. Okay, so drag an image over here. Then okay, actually go back again, drag a spacer on the top of the image. Okay, and then sorry, not a divider, a spacer. Let me delete the divider from there, a spacer, this one, this spacer, then drag it on top of the image. Okay, Yeah, over there. And then the spacer, just change the value to 178. Okay, make 178 so that it comes to the same elevation as this, and then click on update. Now select the image, go to choose image, and as you can see, this is the image that we used. So the image will be I think it's this one, or no, it's not that one. Let me scroll down and check. I think it's this one or that. Yeah, it's that image. Okay, so I'll click on select. As you can see, it has brought the image over here. So this is the image that we wanted. Now, the next thing we'll be doing is that we have to get these things around it. Okay, so first things first, drag in another image below this. Okay, drag in another image below this, and then click on choose image. Okay, then look for this image here. Click on select. Okay, then on the image, go to style, go to border type, select solid, and then border width, make it like very big, like maybe 15 or something. Okay, then change the color to white. Now that's perfect. Okay, then let's go back here and see it's rounded, so the border radius, give a border radius of like 7. Okay, good. Now go to advanced, and then go to our position, and then make this absolute. Okay, make it absolute, and then now you can drag it around. So drag it over here to the bottom, go to style. Now let's increase the width by a large margin, so something like this. Okay, then just drag it below the image over here, and as you can see, just increase the width a little bit more, and as you can see, you have your image over here. Okay, so now the next things we should get are these two icon boxes. Okay, so go back here, let's just increase the width of this just a bit more to like 34. Okay, so now click on update, and then let's go back and preview our changes, and as you can see, we have this over here. Okay, now let's come back and continue editing. Click on this to go back to where all the elements are. Then over in the search widget, just search for icon box. Okay, so this is the icon box, then drag it below. Okay, just drag it there, and then we are going to be making some changes to the icon box. So first, let's change the icon. So click on the icon, and over in the filter by name section, just type in clock. Okay, type in clock, and then put this there. Okay, then the heading says, I think it says delivery. Yeah, and then the description, you can put whatever you want there. So what it says 30 minutes, so that's what I'll put in here. And then the icon position is on the left, and the vertical alignment is middle. Okay, then the icon spacing here is 11, and here the content spacing, we'll leave it at 0. Okay, then let's go over to icon, and then first things first, hold on, go back to content, the view, change it to framed, and change the shape to square. Okay, then go back to style, go to icon, and then the primary color, make it white. And to enable us to see what we're actually doing, let's just drag this away. Okay, so we can see our changes to the icon box. Go to icon, the secondary color, make it our pinkish red color. Okay, then the size should be 22. Size should be 22, and then the padding should be 10. Okay, then the border radius should be about 7. Then the border width, just make it 0. Okay, so then you have something like this. Now go over to content. Okay, then go to typography, family, and change the font family to this beautiful font called Poppins. Okay, Poppins, and then make the size 18, and then make the width I think 500. Okay, no, sorry, enough. I think yeah, 500 is okay. Make the width 500, and then go to the typography over here, and then the font family, do the same, change it to Poppins. Okay, and then make the width 400. Okay, this one should be 400. Then you can just click on update so that you can save the changes you've done so far. Then move over to advanced. Okay, then the padding, change the top padding, release the values. Okay, so release the values and change the top padding to 7. Right can be 0. Change the bottom padding to 7 as well, and change the left padding to 10. Okay, then go to width, and then change the width to custom. Now change the width over here to 29.86. Okay, like this. Then go over to background, and then click on classic and give it a background color of white. Okay, white over here. So you click on this to get access to your global colors and select white. Then go to border, and then give it a border radius of about 4. Okay, maybe 4. Then go to layout. I think you should go to layout. Yeah, then go to position and change the position to absolute. Okay, as you can see, to go to the top, so drag it somewhere here, right click on it, duplicate it, then drag it to the bottom here. Okay, then you can just drag this back to where it was. Okay, drag this up a little. Then over here the icon is different. Okay, so the icon I use in that one, I think, is the user. Okay, so search for user and then use this icon that you see over here. Okay, so click on insert. As you can see, the icon has come in, so you can just click on update, then you can move over here and it's going to refresh, and then it's going to show you your changes. So let's just give the page a minute to refresh. And then as you can see, our changes have taken place. So this is how it's looking like, very similar to what's over here. Okay, so now let's build the next block, which is this one over here, this block here. But before we do that, come back here, drag this a little bit closer to like this place, and then bring this somewhere here, drag this a little bit down. Okay, make it go up a little. Now just update it, then go over to this section where the text is, go to style, go to typography, and change the font family from Hind to Montserrat. Okay, so type in Montserrat, this one, then just select it, and as you can see, it has changed. Okay, so you can just reduce the size by 1 to like 15, and you're good to go. So click update, and then yeah, that's basically our first block, our hero section. Let me just close this because we don't need it. So that's basically our first block, our hero section. Now let's design the other blocks. Okay, to design them, click on this, click on flexbox, and then click on the horizontal container. Okay, then increase the minimum height to like 186. Go to style, go to background type classic, and then make the color a pinkish red color. Okay, then go here, go to layout, and then change the width of it to 1230. Okay, change the width to 1230, and then go back to where all the elements are, drag in a container, and then duplicate it till you get about 4 containers. Okay, so just duplicate again and then duplicate again. As you can see, we have 4 individual containers here. Okay, so I'll go back here, let's just get rid of the height for now, we'll work on that later. Okay, now come here and then search for this widget image box. Okay, this one, and drag it over here. And as you can see over here, this is the image that's used, and this is the text, and then this is the description. Okay, so now let's find the image, and as you can see, these icons that are over here, there's a place to get them. Okay, it's free. Just go to a new tab and type in flaticon.com, and this website gives you all the resources or all the icons you need. Okay, so if you go to my website here, the icons, these icons that you see over here, these icons over here, and some others, I got all of them from flaticon.com. so maybe you can come and search for maybe burger or something. Okay, not search for burger, they're going to bring you, as you can see, 15,716 burger icons to choose from. Okay, so you can choose any of these icons and use them to build your site. So that's one free resource that I wanted to mention. Now come back here, let's go to our site, and then let's see, this is the image that was used, so we'll select it, and then I'm also going to copy the heading just to save time. So I'll copy it, come here, and then paste it in. Then I'll copy this one as well just to save time. Then I will paste it in the description. Okay, good. Now let me actually paste it again like this. Good. Now I'll go to style, and let's style it up a little. The image spacing, reduce it. Okay, the content spacing to, let's enter 0. Okay, we'll increase it from here, so you can make it like maybe 2 or something. Now the image, the width, just reduce it a little. It's like maybe 28, 27. Then you can leave everything as it is. Then let's come here and start editing the text. So the color of this should be white. Okay, then let's see the font family. You can make it, I think, inter will look nice, so make it inter. And then the size, you can make it like, let's say 25 or maybe 24 rather. And then come over here, change the color of this one to, change the color of this one to white as well. Let's see the color. Yeah, it's also white. Okay, then change the, go to typography, go to font family, and make the font family Hind. Okay, or Hind, or however it's pronounced. And then yeah, that looks good. The line height, let's see, the line height, increase it slowly a little till there's some space between the first description and the second one. Okay, so now you have this block ready. So all you have to do is just copy it and then paste. Hold on, before we do that, there's a little bit more space between the image and the content, so increase the image spacing a little. Okay, go to the image and let's just increase the size a little bit more to like 29. Then you can copy it, and then you can sorry here you can copy this, and then you can just paste it in the rest of the containers. Okay, so paste it in the 4 containers that we've created. Then it's up to you to change them however you like. So let's change them real quick. You can go here, and then the icon we use should be called maybe veggie or something, icon 2. Okay, so this is the icon. So you can just go here and then change the text. So I'll copy this from here, come here, paste it in. I'll go to this icon image box and then change the image there to the milkshake one. Okay, so I'll select it, and then I'll just copy this over here, and I'll come back here and then paste it in. Okay, then I'll come here, lastly change the image to the cupcake one. So I'll scroll down, this is the image here, we'll select it, and then we'll go here, it's the same. So let's actually change this one. Let's type maybe cupcakes or something. Okay, then we'll click on update, then select this container over here. Okay, select this container, go to advanced, go to padding and link the values, give it a top padding of maybe 30. Okay, and a bottom of 20. 20 is actually too small, maybe 27. Okay, so that there'll be some spacing. You can decrease the top a little to like 28. You can click on update, and then once you are done, you can go over here to check your changes. And as you can see, this is the top and this is the second one, all looking very good. Okay, the position of this is not really that good, so let's bring this one up here a little. Let's bring this one below, bring this one around here. Okay, now click on update and it should look better. So I'll just click on update and it's going to refresh this page for us automatically. As you can see, now it looks way better. As you can see, we have the second block. So the next block we have to go on and build is the about section, or the about block, this block here. Okay, so to build that, go back here, scroll down, click on this, click on flexbox, and then click on the dual container. Then go over to width and then change the width to 1230 or 1230. Then go back, so click on this to take it to where all the elements are. Drag in the heading. I think over there it said about company, so something like this. That's what was there. And then we'll go to style, click on style, then click on typography. Okay, click this pencil icon, click on family, and change the font family to Poppins. And then you can change the size to like 17. Okay, so to be something looking like this. We'll change the color to white later. Go to advanced, scroll down till you see background and click on it, and then click on background type, select classic, and then the color, just select the color that we were using, the pinkish red color or whatever. Then go to layouts and then release the paddings. Okay, give it a top padding of like maybe, let's see, 15. 15 is way too much, so give it a top padding of like 10. Let's see, bottom to 10. Or increase them, we'll decrease them slowly, so maybe to like 8. Okay, then width here, select custom width. Okay, then just drag it, keep dragging till the other one comes, and then it's something like this. Okay, something like this. Make it as long as, let's say, 28. Okay, now over on the align self, let's see, nope, it should still be a start. Leave it as start. Go to style rather, and then center align the text so that it becomes like this. Now go to advanced, scroll down and click on border. Okay, border type, click on it and select solid, then give it a border width of let's say 6 or something. Okay, give a border width of 6, and then give it a border color of the pinkish red. Okay, so the pinkish red color, and decrease the border width by like 1. So let's make it 5. Then let's go to layout and we'll decrease the padding a little bit more, so to like 5 for bottom and then 5 for top. Okay, then go to style and then text color over here, select, drag and select white. Okay, so we have the text color there. Go to typography, go to weight, and then change the weight to like 600. Good, now we have this. Okay, now come back here, and I think our text is a little bit big, so we'll decrease it so we get something like 16. Okay, then let's create this section. Okay, let's change the font family from Poppins to Montserrat rather. Okay, I think I made a mistake on the font family. Looks like a small rat rather. Okay, so increase the weight to 700 and it should be something like this. Good. Now let's create this heading. So go back here, drag in the heading below this. Okay, then I'll just copy what it says over here to save time. So I'll copy this, I'll come back here, then I'll just paste it in. Okay, so here it says where quality food meets excellent service, and it breaks off at meat. So over on the meat, I'm going to put in a self-closing tag, which is an HTML tag. So type in less than sign, type in BR greater than sign. So that's be like this. Okay, then let's change it up a little. Now go click on style, go to typography, go to family, and the font family, select enter. Okay, select enter, make it like this. Then I think the size is pretty okay. Yeah, the size looks okay. So what we'll do is we'll change the line height rather. So just increase the line height a little. Sorry, increase it to like 37 or 38 rather. Now I'll come back here. Let's get this description. To do that, click on this to go to where all the elements are. Drag in a text editor below this. Okay, then I'll copy the description I have here. And then sometimes when you are copying text from another site, it tends to copy the style of that text as well. So we don't want that. We just want it to paste the text only without the style. To do that, you can, on your keyboard, just click on Control Shift V, not Control V. Control V will paste it with the style. So you can click on Control Shift V to paste it as plain text, or you can select or right click and then click on Paste as plain text, and it will do the same thing for you. Now go to Style and let's look at the text. It looks like the size of our own is too big, so we'll change that. Click on Typography, click on Family, change the font size. Sorry, the font family to Hind. Okay, then the size, let's see, let's start increasing from, I think 16 is okay, or yeah, 16 looks pretty good. Now we have this block ready. Now drag in a container below this. Okay, direction, make it a horizontal container. Okay, then go back here, go here, drag in another container inside. Okay, then duplicate it till we get two containers. Now we have two containers like this. Now come back here, search for image box, and then drag in an image box inside here. Okay, so we have image box 1 and image box 2. So what we'll do is let's get the first image inside this block, which is this one. This one over here. So this image, we'll click on select, and as you can see, the image is here. So go back here, and I'm going to copy this head title over here. So I right click and click on copy, come here to the title section, select everything and click on paste, and as you can see, it changes. So I'll come back here. I'll also select the description as well, just to save time. But if you have your own description, you can also put it there. So I right click and click copy, come back here. I'll select everything at the description, right click and hit paste. Okay, then I'll just get rid of this space. And if you look over here, the text breaks at R. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to introduce the same self-closing tag, which is the BR. Okay, so that's how it will be like. And we'll go to style, image position, leave it at top, but alignment, just choose left. Okay, the image spacing, just reduce it to like 6, and content spacing to like 3. Okay, now go to image, and then what we're going to do, we're going to decrease the width so that it becomes quite small. Yes, a little bit bigger than this, so increase the width to something like 19. Okay, so let's take it to 19, and then let's go to content, and then let's change how it looks like. So over on title, go to typography, go to family, and inside the family section, type in Poppins. Okay, so type in Poppins. Weight, you can make it like 600. Okay, then size, let's see, maybe 20 looks good, so maybe 20, we'll leave the size at 20. Okay, then we'll come to typography, and let's see, I think the font is Hind, or maybe it's Noto Sans rather. Let's check. Let's go back here, go to typography, family, type in Noto Sans. Okay, type in Noto Sans, and then the line height, just reduce it a little. Okay, so make it like let's see, 25. 5 is a little too big, so 24. Okay, then the size of the text itself, I'm going to make it 16. 16 is too big, so maybe 15 is all right. Then we'll go to box, and then we'll increase the image spacing. Okay, so let's just increase it a little bit more than, make it like 10. increase the content spacing a little bit more to like 6. Now let's go back. And as you can see, there's some box, there's some shadow around the box that is in. So to create that, go back here, select this container, the container that this is in, go to advanced, then release the paddings. Okay, then let's look at the paddings here. So go back, we'll give it a top padding of maybe 15. Okay, let's see the bottom looks like a 20, then the left looks like a 10. So the left maybe 10, or maybe let's increase it a little bit more to like 16. Increase the top a little bit, increase the top a little bit more, and we'll take the bottom padding to 20. Okay, so that'll be something like this. Then go over to style. Okay, go to style, go to border, and then enable the box shadow. So click on box shadow here. As you can see, there's some shadow around our box. So let's go to color and drag this up. Okay, drag this somewhere here. So now let's see what it looks like. If you click on this, it takes this away, and this what it looks like, looking a little, actually very similar. So click on this, go to the color, and just decrease the transparency a little bit more, and then that should be good. All right, now what we'll do is let's delete this container. Okay, now right click on this one and duplicate it, so we can get two. Now click on this one and let's change everything. So we'll change this to the heading there, which says good service, and then we are going to change the icon as well. So what's the icon? This one. And as you can see, this is the image here. So click on select, and then we have our image in. All right, good. Now that is done, let's create a second block, and it's very simple. Just go, and then I think let's drag in an image. Okay, so drag an image over here, and then go to choose image. And this image that I created, there's a very simple site where you can create designs like this. As you can see, this is the image and this is the design at the bottom. There's a site where you can go to create these designs for free. Go to a new tab and then just type in canva.com. Okay, canva.com. And this site, I use it to create a lot of the designs that I use on my site. Some of my YouTube thumbnails, I use Canva, and many other stuff I do for clients, I use Canva. It's a whole suite which makes it very good for graphic designing, and you can make YouTube shorts on it, you can make thumbnails, you can record yourself. So as in my recommendation, is very good. So you can just click on create a design, and then you can choose one of the sizes, or you can click on custom size and then choose your own size and then create your own design. So don't forget to check out Canva, where you can use to create these beautiful and amazing designs. Okay, so now I'll select this image and then click on select, and as you can see, our image has come. Okay, so let's go to style. I think the image is a little bit big, so we can just decrease it a little, maybe 90, maybe 92. All right, so now click on update, and then let's see something. Let's click on this, and then the gaps between the elements, the row gaps mainly. Let's sorry, not the row gaps, the column gaps rather. Let's decrease the column gaps so that it's like they can come close. Okay, nothing changes. The row gaps rather increases it. Okay, so this looks pretty good for now. So just click on update and then click on this. Okay, click on this, go to advanced, then go to border. Okay, and the border we gave it, you have to give it a border radius as well. So give a border radius of like 5 is too much, like let's say 3. Let's see how 3 will look. So click on update, then we'll click on this little button here to preview our changes in a new tab. So as you can see, this is our site so far, and this is what it looks like, and this has curved and it looks pretty good. So let's come back here, we'll decrease the border radius by 1. Okay, then we'll select this container, go to advanced, go to margin, and give it a top margin of 60. Now click on update, and then we are done building that block. All right, so now let's go to this block here quickly. So I'll right click on this, I'll copy it, then I'll click on this plus button, and I'll click on flexbox, and I'll select the vertical container. I'll change the weight to 1230, then I'll right click and then paste this in. Okay, now let's go to advanced, and then align self, just click on center. Okay, click on center, and then the custom width, let's actually decrease the width here. Okay, so it becomes something like this. Then here it says tasty and crunchy, so we'll copy this text here, come back to the content, and then just paste it in. Okay, now we have this. Let's go back and get this heading. Let's get this heading. So actually what we can do is we can right click and copy this heading, and then just paste it below this, so that to save time, to just save our time. Okay, so we can just copy what it says over here. We'll copy it, come back here, and then paste it in. Then we'll go to style and just center align it. Perfect. Now that that's done, we have to create this section. And to do it, come back here, click on this, click on a drag a container from layout to here. Okay, as you can see, we have our container. Now make it a horizontal container. And let's go back and see something. You could also make the width 1230. So let's do the same. We'll change the width to 1230. Okay. Then go to advanced. Okay. Let me just bring this back. Then we'll drag a container inside it. Then we'll duplicate the container until we get 4 containers. Okay. Duplicate and right click and then duplicate. Okay, good. Now go back here and then search for image box and then drag this one. Okay, drag this image box inside it. Okay, good. Now select this for the image, and the image used over there is this one, this image here. So we'll click on select and our image is going to come in. Okay, good. Now here it says hamburger, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to copy it. We're going to go to body. We are going to paste the hamburger inside. Then we'll copy the description over here. We'll copy it, come back and then paste it over here to change the description. Now for the button, click on button, and then the button says 25 and then cities. Okay, so if you want your currency sign, okay, if you want your country's currency sign, as you can see, the city sign is not on the keyboard. So how will I get it? I can go to a new tab and type in Ghana city symbol. Okay, so I can type in Ghana city symbol, and then it's going to bring this symbol over here. So I can actually copy it. Let me click on it. So just click on it and then go to your search box. You can copy the symbol only. Okay, once you copy the symbol, I'll just close this tab, come back here, and I'll just paste it in. You see, so now the C comes, and I can just type the 25.00. So I'll go back here and type in 25.00. Okay, is there a spacing? There's no spacing, so we'll leave it like this. Good. Now the URL, we can just get rid of the hash. We don't really want it to link anywhere, so you can just get rid of the hash and then go to style, and then let's begin to change it. So for the image, you could leave it the way it is. We don't have to change much over the image section. Just click on body and it's going to bring you over here. So there is no border, there's no box shadow or anything like that, so you can leave it the way it is and release the paddings over here. So just release them, and then you can leave the top the way it is, the bottom, so I guess you can leave it the way it is as well. Then release the spacing as well. Okay, release the spacing, and you can decrease the bottom spacing a little to bring it closer. Then you can decrease the top spacing a little to send it closer to the burger over here. Okay, now as you can see, we have this ready. Now let's change the title typography. So as you can see, this is over here. So let's change it. Let's go back, typography. Let's use any font that we desire. So I want to use the Nito Sans. I'll type in the Nito Sans over here, and then I'll increase the size. So maybe 25. 25 is even too big. Maybe 23. Okay. Then let's go to the color. The color, I don't want it to be this color. I want it to be a little bit ash. So from ash near black, something like this. Okay. So this is perfect. Then decrease the button spacing just a little bit more. Then go for the description. Description too has some space from the button as well. So you can decrease the bottom spacing for the description. And then typography, click on it. Go here, and the font, I think, is Montserrat. Okay. So we'll change it to, select this, select Montserrat. Okay, good. Now width, make it 500, and the size, make it like 15. Okay, make it like 15, something like this. Now we have that block ready. Now go to button. Okay, go to button, and then release the paddings for the button. Okay, release the paddings, and then go to typography. No, oh, actually, background type, select classic. Okay, then on the color section, just drag this over here till it becomes transparent. Then the text color, I'm going to select our pinkish red color, so it to be like this. Then go to typography, and then let me see the font. Okay, so come back here. We can use any font we desire. I'm going to go with Poppins for this one, and let's see the weight, which increase it to like 600. And the size, I'm going to increase it as well to like 15, which is even too small, so maybe 20. Okay, now we have our size ready. And then let's see for the let's go over to body. Okay, body. And then let's decrease the spacing a little. Nothing happens. Okay, let's decrease the top one, and it brings the button closer. What about the spacing over here? Rather, let's increase the spacing here, close this, and decrease the spacing. Okay, now let's try the padding at the bottom as well. Padding at the bottom is okay, and the padding at the top too is fine. So you can leave these values the way they are. And now we have our button, sorry, our first, I guess food display ready. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll right click and copy this, and we'll paste it inside here. Okay, and we'll paste it here, and then we'll paste it here again. Now all is left for you guys to do is just change the images and change the prices and everything. So I'll just do one more for you so that we can save time, and the rest I'm sure you can do them yourselves. So just click on choose image to change the image, and for that image I think it's this one. Yep, it looks like that one. So that's the image. So we'll click on select. As you can see, the image has come. If you want to change the text, just go to body, and then you can type in the text here. It says what? Chicken burger. Okay, so I'll copy this text here. Hold on. No, let me just type it in. So I'll come here and I'll type in the text chicken burger. Okay, then if you like, you can change the prices as well by going to button and changing it. So maybe you can make this one maybe 30 or something. See, and then once you are done changing all the images, all you have to do is just right click on this container. Okay, right click on the container that everything is in, click on duplicate, and it's going to bring one right below it. Okay, containing the same thing, so you can just change the images and everything. Good. Now we should get the menu button over here. Okay, so it says see a full menu. So what we'll do is we'll come back, we'll right click on the menu button, and we'll copy it, and then we'll scroll down and then come to this section. Make sure that you are not in this section where the broken lines are. Come to this section, right click and hit paste, and the button is going to come here. If you want to change the text that's in the button, you can just scroll down, and then you can just change the button here to maybe, you can just change the text here to maybe let's say order now, something like this. Okay, so that's how you will change the text inside the button. Now all you have to do is just, if you want to center it, just go to advanced, and then align self, just select center, and it's going to center align. Okay, if you don't like the paddings in the buttons, maybe the top one is too much for you, you can make it like maybe I don't know, 10. Okay, then this one will be for left padding and right padding. So actually let's decrease the top one a little, let's make it 7. Okay, then the border for the bottom, I think it will be this one, so we're also going to make it 7. And then there's now some adequate spacing. So now for the sides, we can make this one 23 as well. Okay, now this is how the button is looking like. So all we'll do is click on update, and as you can see, we now have this block ready. So we'll just click on this to give it some spacing, go to advanced. So click on advanced, click on this to unlink the values. Over our margin, select 60 for top, and click on update, and then we can go and then check our size once it's done. So as you can see, the size is refreshing, and if we scroll down, as you can see, we have this block ready as well with our button. Now let's come back, let's create the next block, which is this one. And to do that, come back here, click on this, click on flexbox, and then click on a vertical container. Okay, then the same routine, give it a width of 1230. Okay, then go to style, background type, select classic, choose image, and then the image which we'll be using is this one. Okay, so we'll select this image, and then position, select center, and display size, select cover. Okay, good. I'll go to background overlay, and here it has a background overlay of black, but not too black. So select black over here, just drag the color slider over there, so you see it has 0000. Then increase the opacity to like 0.8. Let me increase it here, 0.8. Good. Now go over here, drag in a heading over here, and then the text says what, why choosers, right? So we can copy this text, go over to general settings, and then just paste it in. Or if you wanted to, and then just paste it in, sorry, or if you wanted to make your life actually simple, you can just delete the text from here. Then you can scroll up, copy this text rather, come down, and then paste it in. Okay, and it's already centered and everything, and all you have to do is go to style and then click on this global colors and change the color to our white over here. Okay, as you can see, and then just go here, and all you have to do is type in why choose us. Okay, so use blocks that you built to build your other blocks, and it's going to make your life easier. Now let's come back here. We need a divider, so go to where all the elements are. We'll scroll down here, drag in a divider below this, change the weight to like what, maybe 10. I'll mention it to center. Go to style, change the color to our pinkish red color, and change the weight to 2. Okay, now we need a text editor, so we'll drag in a text editor, or what we can do is we can actually copy this, come down here, right click, and then paste it. Okay, and then what we'll do is that we'll copy the text here. Okay, then we'll come here, then we'll hit Ctrl+Shift+V to paste it as plain text for us. Then we'll come back here, we'll center align everything, and then let's see, we can make the color white. Is the color white over there? Yes, the color is white. Okay, good. Now let's come back, let's go to advanced, and then release the margins. Okay, then change the margins for the left and right of the text editor. So maybe you can give it a left of 17, right of 17 as well, and then you have to increase them gradually. Okay, so maybe you can make the right 50, then you can make the left 50 as well, but that's even too small, so you can even try 100 because you want the text to come together. Okay, so I'll change this to 100 as well, and if you go back and view, still not the same, so I'll change it to 150 rather. Now I'll change this to 150 as well. Let's try 200, then lastly we'll try 220. Okay, so 220 for each side, and that's better. Actually, let's make this one 210. Okay, 210 rather. Good. Now go to style, go to typography, and then just increase the size a little. Okay, actually leave it at 16. 16 is okay. Now come back here and let's get these blocks created. So to create them, go here, click on this to take to where all the elements are, drag in a container below this, and then make it direction, select row horizontal. Okay, and you could make the width 1230 as well. Okay, good. Now go back here, drag in a container inside, right click, and then duplicate, right click, and then duplicate till you get 3 separate containers. Now go to where all the elements are, search for icon box. Okay, search for icon box, drag in the icon box inside here, and then let's start changing it up. So go here, let's see if you can get the icon. Click on the icon, over on the filter by name section, type in maybe track. Okay, type in track, we'll insert it in, we'll copy the says fast delivery, so we'll paste it in over here, and then let's go back and see, we'll copy the dummy text over here, and I will paste it in as well. Okay, good. Here it says fast delivery. Good. Now let's go to style. Let's see, so this white, this is our pinkish red, and that's also white as well. For the icon spacing, just reduce it a little. Content spacing too should be like, I don't know, maybe 3. Okay, so go to icon, primary color, click on this and select white. The size, let's see the size. 20 is way too small. 30 smaller. 40. Okay, let's try 50 rather. And we'll increase it to like maybe 57. Good. Now let's go to content. We are going to change the color of the title to our pinkish red. Then we are going to change the font family to, let's say, Inter. Okay, then we are going to make the size like 34. 34 is way too big, so maybe 28 rather. Now come down here, select color, select white, click on this, go to font family. In the font family section, type in find. Okay, then type in maybe, I don't know, the size should be like 15 rather. Okay, good. Then now that you have this block ready, let's go back and see there is more spacing between the content. So that's what we'll do, increase the spacing. So increase the content spacing a little, by like 6. Okay, then we have this. Now let's go back, and what we'll do is that select this container. Okay, go to advanced and go to padding. Give it a top padding of like maybe 15 as a top padding, and give it a bottom padding of maybe 15 as well. Okay, good. Now over on the container, go to style, go to border, and border type, select solid, and then release this and give it a border right of 2. Okay, let's see, let's make it 2 to begin. Then border type, select dashed rather. Okay, select dashed, and then border color, we're going to make it like a little bit ash, so something like this. Okay, sorry, it's not supposed to be at top, it's supposed to be at right. So we're going to select right and make it 2. Okay, now click on update and let's view it. Okay, so it looks a little something like this. So we'll go back, go to advanced, and then let's see, decrease the left, sorry, increase the left padding for the text, increase the left, and then increase the right as well, so that the text comes a little bit more compacted like this. Good. Now what we'll do is that go back to style, go to the border. We are going to make the border a little bit more light. Okay, so something like this. Okay, then the next thing we'll do is come back to where all the elements are, right click on this, and from the list select copy, right click here, hit paste, and then right click here, hit paste. And all you have to do is now change the icons and the text. Okay, so let's change it. Select this one, select the icon, and then type in user. Okay, scroll up and then click on this one, and then come over here. Let's do the same for this. Inside this, type in pizza, and then we'll put this inside. Good. Now right click on the container and then copy it. Right click on this container, hit paste style. Right click on this container, hit paste style. They have the style inside. Now all you have to do is change this. So I'll show you how to change one more. You can do the rest yourself. So if you want to change the heading, you can just type in whatever heading you want over here. If you want to change this description, you will type it in over here as well. Now select this container, go to layouts. Okay, go to layouts, and then release the gap between the elements. Okay, now I'm going to increase the row gaps a little to like maybe 7. Okay, then go to advanced, go to padding, release the paddings, give it a top padding of like 30, or even 30 is too small, maybe 40. Okay, and a bottom of 30 maybe. Then release the margins and give it a top margin of 60. Now we have this block ready. Good. Now let's create the next block, which is going to be this testimonials block over here. And to do that, over here, select this, select flexbox and select a vertical container. Okay, then change the width to the same 1230, and then scroll up till you find this, right click, copy it, scroll down, right click, paste it in, and then just type in testimonials inside. Good. Now go back, let's copy what it says at the top. So I'll copy this, scroll down, come here, right click and hit paste, and then it says what customers see like this. Good. Now let's see, we'll go back here and then drag in a container. Okay, drag in a container below this, make it a horizontal container, and then make the width 1230. Okay, then go back, drag another container inside, right click, duplicate, right click, and duplicate, so you get this amount. Now go back, search for testimonial. Okay, and let's see the one we'll be using. Let's try the testimonial carousel. Okay, let's see. Okay, so obviously this is not the one. This looks actually very bad, so let's search for testimonial again, and then we'll be using this one instead. So drag the testimonial inside. Okay, then actually what we'll do is that let's delete these two containers. It seems like we are not going to need them. Okay, so now we'll select this one, and then let's see, this is the style that was used, so this is the style we'll be using. And yeah, let's start editing. So I'll copy this text from here, Okay, it doesn't allow. So let's just go back. Let's go to testimonial and then enable quote icon. We'll disable the quote icon and we'll also disable the rating because we don't want those. Now I'll just get rid of these two. Then I'll start working on the first container. The first container says client's name. So I'll type in my name, it's Kenya. And then there's no designation over there. So we'll delete the designation. Then for the review text, I don't have any actual review text right now. So what I'll do is I'll open a new tab and I'll type in lipsum.com. This site generates dummy text for you on command. And it's very useful if you don't have any text that you want to put as some place. I just want to put something there. So when you type in lipsum.com and it brings you to this page, just scroll down and click on generate lorem ipsum. It's going to generate the text for you. Just copy to whatever length you see fit. So maybe I can copy it to somewhere here. I can right click and copy it. I can come back and in the testimonial review text, I can just right click and hit paste, and it's going to bring in all the text I need for me. Good. Now the testimonial rating, yes, we disabled rating, so we don't really need it. Now client avatar, click on choose image and then click on this one and then click on select, and it's going to bring the client's image over there. Good. Now go to settings and then autoplay, turn this off, slice to show, turn this to 3, slice to scroll. You can leave it the way it is. Pause on hover to, you can just turn it off because we'll not be using that. Okay, now go to testimonial and then just duplicate this and duplicate it again to get 3. Now all you have to do is change the images and the descriptions. So you can change the names if you like. So the name of this one is Jasmine Hayden. So we'll change it real quick. Let's type in her name. I'll show you how to change one more. Maybe the rest you can do it on your own. So you type in the name and then for the image, just scroll down on this so you see client avatar. Then just choose the image over here. So you can select the image, then put it in. And as you can see, the image has come for the second one. Now let's go to style and then over here, let's release the margins. Okay, then we'll increase the top margin. Okay, let's decrease the margin rather. Let's see for the bottom margin. Yeah, we have to increase that one rather. Okay, so we'll make it like 20. 20 is even too small, so make it like 50, also small. What about 80? Too small. 100. As you can see now, the names are beginning to show. So we change it to 110. As you can see, we have the names there. Okay, so that's why the names weren't showing. The column gaps, you can leave it the way it is. I don't think it's really necessary to change them. The box shadows, let's just get rid of all the box shadows. We don't need them. So as you can see, we have these blocks here. So now let's go to I think everything at layout is pretty good. We don't have to change anything here. So go to wrapper content style and let's see. I think we don't have to do anything here as well. Let's go to description and let's see the description here. So typography, I just type in for the font family, yes. I type in Auto Sans. Okay, Auto Sans. And the size should be way smaller than this. So maybe 15 rather. And the weight should be like 500. Okay. Then over on the color, let's make it a little bit of a deeper ash. So maybe something like this. This color is okay. And let's go to release the margins. Okay, so that this will come closer. Then you can increase the top margin a little, increase the bottom margin a little as well. Okay, good. Now go to client and then let's change it up for the client as well. So for the color, I want it to be a little bit of a light ash color as well, something like this. Typography, I'll click on it. For the font family, I'll type in Inter, so like this. For the font width, I think the width is okay, and I think the size is fine as well. The client designation, we don't have any client designation. The client's image, the image size, I'll just close this, just backspace everything here, leave it on default. Let's see what the bottom does. Okay. Now the margin, I think the margin too is okay. Yeah, let's link all the values together so that it comes back. Good. Now we are done with our testimonials block. Let's select this over here to select the main container. Go to advanced, release the margins, and then make this 60. Click on update. We are done with the testimonials block. So the last block we'll be building is this one. And to build it, go back, click on this, click on flexbox, and I think this one will use a horizontal container instead. Okay. Then go over here, let's see. We change the background color and we'll bring in 3 containers. So we'll change the weight to 1230. Go to style, background type, select classic, background color, select our pinkish red. Okay. Then we'll go to where the elements are. We'll drag in a container, right click, duplicate, right click, duplicate. Now come and do, we are going to do something we call priority scaling here. Okay, so what we'll do is that we'll drag this one to make this one a little bit smaller. Okay, so that this one will become very wide. So just drag it from here, make it wide than the rest. Good. Now our first things first we should do is let's scroll up, and as you can see we have the table reservation button over here. So we'll right click and then copy it. Okay, then we'll scroll down and then paste it in. Good. Now over here look for border color. Okay, so it says border radius, background color, border. Yeah, as you can see, this is the border color over here. So we'll change this to remove the numbers and just type in FFF 3 times. As you can see, we have the color over here. Good. Now go to advanced and then let's see, select the container, justify content, we'll select center. Good. Then we'll go back here, we'll drag in a heading. Okay, then we'll copy this heading over here. So we'll copy it, come back here and then paste it in. Then we'll type in the tag. So here it breaks off at make. So we'll type in the tag less than sign BR greater than sign and it comes below. Good. Then what we can do is we can copy this, scroll down, right click and click on paste style, and then as you can see, all we have to do is go back to style and just left align it. Good. Then go back here and drag an image below this. Okay, then over here click on choose image and then look for this line image over here, click on select. Okay, then go to advanced, go to position, change it to absolute, and you can just drag it right below the reservations over here, so something like this. Good. Then go back here, drag in an image over here, and then we'll click on choose image, and then let's see if we can find the image that was used there. So it's this image here. So click on select. As you can see, our image has come. So go to style, we'll decrease the width by a large margin. Let's increase it a little bit to something like this. Good. Now we'll click on this container. Okay, then click on this container, go to style, go to border, and let's see what this looks like. Here there is a line to separate it, so I'll go to border type, select solid. This one will be a border for the left, so change the left to like 1, and then we'll change the color to white. So if I click on this to clear this from here, as you can see we have our line over there. Now let me just bring it back. I'll go up, go to advanced, and here I'll select padding. Okay, then what we'll do is I will increase the left padding to send the button a little bit away so that the button will come here, and we'll just click on update. Now for this let's drag, sorry, not this, drag the container rather. So drag it something like this, and then yeah, go over here to the main container, go to layout, and then just release the gaps between the elements. Okay, so that everything just comes closer, and select this and just left right align it so that it comes closer to this thing, and click on update. Now click on this, give it a top margin of let's say top margin of 40, and release the paddings, give it a top padding of maybe 10, bottom to 10, bottom is too small, maybe the 15. So we'll click on update, and that's for the home. There's actually more space between both the top and the bottom, so we'll change the top to maybe 20 rather. Okay, 20, and we'll change the bottom to maybe 19 too small, 25. Good. Now we'll click on update, and this is basically the home page, guys. So if I go back here and I scroll down, as you can see, this is our home page. We are done building the home page, and it looks very, very similar to what we have over there. Before we go on, if we have on these things, they change colors. So to fix that, just go over to style. Okay, go to style, and then go to body. Okay, go to body. Then scroll down to see title, click on hover, and then the hover color, you can just make it the hover color, let's see. Hover color, you can just click on the color and then click on this button to revert the color to its normal color, or you can make it, I think, transparent. Transparent lets it go completely. So you come back, what you do is that you copy color normal and paste it at the color hover so that it's the same color. So that's how you change it for all of them to prevent them from changing colors when they hover. Alright, so now that we are done building the home page, we have to get to building the other pages, which are the about, contact, and gallery page. So but before we do those things, I wanted to show you guys something real quick. As you can see, we have this icon over here. This is what you call a fav icon. Okay, so we don't actually have any favicon here. So go to your WordPress dashboard, okay, and select settings, and here select general site icon. You can just click on choose site icon over here. Then you can select this logo, okay. Then you can just click on set as site icon. Here, I've already done the cropping for you, so you don't have to change anything. And just click crop image, and that's going to be your site icon. Scroll down, click on save changes, and then you have successfully changed your site icon. It might take a minute or two to actually get the changes, but you've successfully changed it. Now go back and let's create the rest of the pages. So to do that, I'll click on this, I'll click on exit, and here I'll just select the WP dashboard and click on apply. Then I'll just leave the site because we've already updated our changes. And then what will we do next? Over here, we'll scroll to pages. Okay, go to pages, and then we'll click on add new page. Okay, so click on add new page, and then let the add new page load up. Here we'll type in about. Okay, so we'll type in about, and then we'll click on templates and make this Elementor full width. Okay, so we'll click on publish. Here too, we'll click on publish, and then if you right click and click on view page, it's going to show us what our page is looking like. So right now, as you can see, this is our about page. As you can see, the icon has taken effect. So let me click on this and let's see if the icon will change. Yeah, as you can see, the icon has taken effect. Good. So now let's click on edit with Elementor, and it's going to take us over to our Elementor editor. We can start editing our about page. Alright guys, so as you can see, Elementor has loaded up. So I want to show you what we'll be building. I'll go back to the site, I'll click on the about page. As you can see, this is what we're going to be building in this part of the video. So let's get started without wasting any time. We'll click on this plus icon, click on flexbox, and click on the vertical container. Then on the width, we'll change it to 1230. Okay, then we'll go over to style, and then go to background type, select classic, and then on the image, this is the image we'll be using. So let me see if I will find it among this group of images. I think it's this one. Hold on, let's get a closer look. Yeah, it's this one. So I'll click on select, and then position out, click center, display size, I'll click cover. Good. Now let's go to background overlay. Background overlay, I'll select classic, I'll select color, I'll drag this to black, and the opacity, I'll increase it to like 0.76. Good. Now go to advanced, go to padding, and the padding for the bottom, give a bottom padding of 150, top padding of 150, bottom of 112. Okay, so that's be like this. Good. Now go back here, drag in the heading, and type in about us inside. Okay, then go to style, then the color, just drag this to white. Typography, go to font family, change the font family to Poppins. Okay, then the size, we are going to increase it I'm going to make it very large, so 65, and we'll decrease it a little to like 63. Okay, good. Then what's next? We have a divider, then we have some text. So we'll go back here, then we'll drag in a divider below this, then we'll change the width of the divider to like maybe 10. Okay, then we'll go to style, the color, we'll select our pinkish red, and we'll change the weight to about 2. We have our divider ready to go. So I'll go back, drag in a text editor below this, and then I'll go here and I'll select the text we have over here. I'll come back and I'm going to paste it in as plain text using Ctrl Shift V. Then I'll go to style, go to text color, change the text color to white or a little bit ash, something like this. And go to typography. Then we'll change the font family to hind or hind or however it's pronounced. Then let's see. Let's check the size. The size looks pretty okay, but let's make it like 15. Okay, 16 rather. Good. Now select this, go to advanced, and then we have to give it a top margin. So click on this and give it a top margin of 109 like this. Okay, good. Now click on update, and then we have this block ready. It's creating space for this menu that will be creating later. Okay, so now to get this block, let's actually take it from the home page. So what we'll do is that we'll go here, we'll click on edit with Elementor to get to the home page. Let's just wait for that to load up. And as you can see, it has loaded up. So what we'll do is that we'll scroll down and then we'll right click and copy this block. Okay, so right click on that, copy this block, come over to the about page, scroll down, right click on this section and click on paste, and it's going to paste in the block for us. Okay, good. Now let's go to this section. We have to create this section over here. So go back here, click on this, click on flexbox, and then we are going to select a row. Okay, then we are going to change the weight to 1230. Okay, now click on update. Good. Now let's go back here. We're going to drag in 4 containers inside this. Okay, so right click, duplicate, right click, duplicate, right click, duplicate again till we get 4 containers inside this. Now what we'll do is we'll drag this container a little to make it bigger than the rest. Okay, so I'm going to drag it. Now we'll select it, and as you can see, the size is here. So I'm going to change the width to 32.95. 32.95. Guys, it'll be like this. Okay, good. Now we'll go back here. We'll drag in a heading inside it, and then what does it say? It says why choose us. So we'll type in why choose us at this section. Okay, then we'll go to style, and then the color, we'll select our pinkish red color. Then typography, go to font family, and here type in Pacifico as the font. Okay, then for the size, we are going to make it 20 pixels, so 20, and then for the weight it should be just 500, so like this. Good. Then we'll go back, then we'll drag in a heading below this. Then what I'll do is I'll copy the heading that's over here. Okay, I'll copy this, I'll go back here, and I'll paste it in. Where does it break? Breaks off at off. So we'll go to the off over here, then we'll type in the self-closing tag, which is BR, to bring the text down. Good. Then we'll go to style, and then go to typography. Okay, go to the font family and make it inter, and then change the font size to about 38 pixels. Okay, then change the font weight to like 800, so 800 for it to be extra bold. Good. Now go back here. I'm going to drag a text editor below this, and then I'll actually copy the text that we have here. Okay, I'll copy this text, I'll come back here, paste it in as plain text, and I'll close this. Where does the text break? At this cover. Okay, good. Now I'll go to style, then go to typography. Okay, then go to family, and we'll change it to, and then we'll change the size to 16, then we'll change the weight to 500. Good. Now that we have this block ready, let's actually build the rest of the blocks by it. But before that, come back to the home page. I think we should copy this button from here. So we'll copy this button, come back to our about page, and then just paste it in. Okay, so we'll paste it in, go to advanced, and align self, we'll just select start. Good. Now we have this section ready. Now these ones are just image boxes, and they are very similar to what we had over here. So what we can do is that we can right click and copy this if it is similar enough. Okay, then we'll come back to our about page, right click here and paste it. So we've copied it from the home page. Okay, as you can see, this is it, but I'm feeling like we should actually create it from scratch. But no, let's just use this. So I'll select this, I'll release the gaps for the elements, and then yeah, I'll just increase the gap slowly. So I'll increase the row gap slowly to like 7. Good. Then let's see. So here say this is the icon, says quality foods. So I'll copy this text from here. Actually, let me copy this. I'll come back here, I'll paste this in, then I'll copy the description that we have over here. Okay, I'll copy this, come back, select everything, and then paste it in. And I'll change the icon to the icon that we have in this. Like I said, there's a free place to get all these icons called flaticon.com, so don't forget to check that site out. Okay, good. Now let's go to our about page. Then what we'll do is that we'll go to image spacing and we'll increase it a little bit more. We'll go to content spacing and we'll increase it a little bit more as well. But I think the content spacing is too much. Let's bring it back to 10. Go to image, then we'll increase the size of the image. Okay, so let's make it like 23. So something like this. Then we have to create some spacing. But first of, yeah, we have to create some spacing. Let's go to content. Before we do that, though, let's go to content, go to typography. And then with this one, select 500. Okay, make this 500. Then select the container that this is in. Okay, select the container. Go to advanced and just release the paddings for everything. Give it a top padding of like 20. Left padding of like 20. 20 is, I think 20 is too much, maybe 15. And then bottom padding, maybe you can just decrease the bottom padding to like -4. Okay, then go to image spacing and decrease the image spacing just a little bit more. Good. Now you can select this, go to style, go to border, and then and click on this to enable the box shadow. You can just send this up. Okay, send this up and then drag this over here so we can get that box shadow effect. So don't forget to be updating your changes frequently. Don't be like me. Updating is very, very important. Okay, so now we'll go over to our about page and then let's refresh it to see what it's looking like now. So now that we've refreshed, as you can see, our changes are beginning to take place. We have this block ready. So now all we have to do next is just actually let's delete these other ones that we created. Okay, we'll delete them and then we'll duplicate this again so we get 3 so that we can now just change everything. So now all you have to do is change the icons and change the text inside. So let me copy this. I'll just do one more for you and the rest you can do yourself. So I'll copy the heading, come to my icon box and I'll paste it in. I'll change the icon as well. So I'll click on icon, I'll choose this one, I'll select it, then I'll come back here, I'll select the description, come back and then just paste the description in. As you can see, that's how you change it. So I'm sure you can do this last one yourself. So I'll select this container, then I'll go to style, then also go to advanced, select the margin and here select 60. Type in 60 for it to give it some space. Go to this container and let's just increase the row gaps a little bit more to something like 11. Good. Now what's the next block we'll be building? The next block we'll be building is this one and it's going to be very, very easy. So to build it, we'll just go back to our home page. Okay, then we'll copy this whole block. Okay, on the about page it says tasty and crunchy are featured foods and that's all it says. So we'll come back here, we'll right click here and we'll click on paste. Okay, and give it a minute to paste in everything, and as you can see it has brought it. So here I'll just change the text here to our featured foods. Okay, foods like this. So the heading will change to our featured foods. Then I will delete this one from here. Okay, so as you can see, these are 2. So what I'll do is I'll delete this one. So I will have only one section with it like this. Okay, I'll click on update and we are done with this block for the about page. Now let's scroll down and create this one. To do that, click on this, click on the plus button, click on first block, click on horizontal container. Then you can change the weight to 1230. Then go to advanced, then just give it a top margin at the start. Now give it a top margin of 60. Go back here, then I'll copy this text. Okay, I'll copy this text, scroll down and I'll paste it in. Then I'll change it to expert chefs. So I'll copy this text, now come and paste it in. I'll go to style, I'll center align it, select this, increase the size, and then let's see what's next. I'll copy this text, so I'll right click on it and copy it, and I'll come below and I'll just paste it in. Then I'll center align it from style and clicking center. Then I'll just copy what it says here. So meet expert chefs. I'll go to content, I'll just paste it in. As you can see, we have this block. So now we'll go back here, drag in a container, make it horizontal and make the width 1230. Okay, then we'll go here, drag in another container inside it. Then we'll duplicate the containers so we get 3. Okay, so right click and duplicate, right click and duplicate, and you get 3 separate containers. Now come back here, search for team. Search for team. Okay, we are going to use the royal add-ons one. As you can see, it says R over there. So drag it in. Then let's choose the first image. So the image is this one. Okay, so let's scroll down and see. This is the image here. So we'll put it in. Then what does it say? We'll leave the name the same. Or let me actually change that to my name, Jason Kenya. Good. Then I will change the job description to head chef. Then I'll go to about, and then let's see. There's no about description, so I will clear it from here. There's no divider, so I'll clear it as well. There is no button, so the button is off, but there is social media. So I'll go to about. Social media looks pretty good. If you have the link to the person's social media, you can just paste it inside here. Okay, just paste it inside the social media sections. And if you want to change the icon for the social media, you can just click on this and to take you to the icon library and you can select. That's how that works. Okay, now let's go back to style. We are going to be changing the whole view of it. Okay, so what I'll do is that I'll select this block. Okay, the width is 1230. Let's change the height to 369. Now let's come back here. Okay, come back here. I'll go to content, yes. Then let's go to the name. So typography, I'm going to make this not too sans. Okay. The size is pretty okay. I don't think we have to change anything at the size. But let's see if we can change something at the weight. So let's make it like 600 bold. Good. Now that we have this, let's go to the job. The color is, that color. So I'm going to change the job color to the pinkish red. And then we are going to go to our typography and we are going to make the font family Poppins. And we are going to make the size 18. 18 is too big, maybe 17. I'm going to make the width like 700. 700 is too much, so 600 rather. Then we'll decrease this to like we increase this to like 17. Good. Now that we have this, let's see the distance. The distance doesn't have to be that much, so you can make it like 7. Distance here to reduce it so that it brings it a little bit closer. Now description, we don't have any description, so we can leave that the way it is. Then what we'll do is we'll go to social media, change the color of this to change it to the pinkish red color. Leave the background color as it is. Change the border color to the pinkish red color. Make the transition duration 0.5. Make the font size 15. Then we are going to make the box size 31. Okay. Then we are going to make the gutter 12. Okay. Distance, let's leave it on 0 for now. And then let's scroll down and see. Border width can be 1. And border radius should be like 10. Okay, make this 10. Good. Now I think we made a mistake at this point, so make this white rather and make this the pinkish red color like this. Okay, that's be looking something like this. Then over on the hover color, we are going to do the reverse of that. So we are going to make this a pinkish red color. We are going to make this the pinkish red color as well, so that once we hover, okay, we also have to change the border color to white. Good. So once we hover, as you can see, this is how it's appearing. Good. Now all you have to do is just right click, copy, and then paste it in these other blocks here. Okay. Then the next thing you have to do is just change the image and change the description and change the name. So just click on image. We use this man over here. So I'll just select this image and put it there. Maybe you can type in his name. So the name is Kevin. That's not how spelled it. And then here it says, well, fast food chef. Okay, so I'll just change the description to fast food chef. Okay, and this is how you would change it. Okay, so this is how you would do the other one. And I hope you can do this one by yourselves. Okay, good. Now let's actually get that last block so that we can be done with the about page and go on to the next page. So I right click and copy it. I'll go back to the home page. Sorry, to the page we're editing. I right click here and then click on paste. Then here I'll click on updates, and then we should be done with our about page. So here we'll just click on update. Once we go back here and then we refresh, we should be done with our about page. Let me refresh. And then let me scroll down, and as you can see, we are done building our about page over here. Great. Now let's go over and build the contact page, I think. So I'll actually close this, and then I'll go over here. Let's actually close what we don't need. So I'll close this, maybe close this as well, because we don't need these blocks. I'll scroll up on this page and go to the contact page so that we'll see what we'll be building. And I'll come back here. I'll go to pages, and let's actually create the contact page now. So I'll click on add new page. Okay, click on add new page. Then over here in the title section, I'll type in contact. Here at the default template, I'll select Elementor full width. I'll click on publish, and then if I right click and open a view page link in a new tab, as you can see, this is our contact page. So to start editing, just click on edit with Elementor, and it's going to take you to the Elementor page builder so that we can edit our contact page. Alright, so Elementor has loaded up, and as you can see, this is the contact page here. So this is the one which I'm going to be building. So let's get started. Let's go to the about page. We'll scroll up, and what we'll do is that we'll copy this block here. Okay, so let's right click and copy it. We'll come back here to our contact page, and we'll right click and then paste it in. Okay, as you can see, the block has come. So all we have to do is change the heading to, I think, contact us or something. Is that what it says? Contact us. So let me just type it in, contact us, like this. Good. Then we have to change the background image. So I'll go to style. Let's see, this is the background image that's being used. So here I'll click choose image, and then let me see if I'll find it through this one. Here is this one. So here I'll click on select. As you can see, our image has been brought. Yeah, our image has been brought. Good. Now let's create the next box. So to do that, we'll click on this plus button, click on flexbox, and click on this dual container here. Okay, then here we'll go to it, and here we'll type in 1230. Good. Now let's come back here, and here is where we are going to be using met form to build the form that the contact form that is over there. So just search for met form and drag it inside this contact form. We're using met form to build it. But if you want to know how to build a contact form for free and how to link it with SMTP so that you can send and receive mails on your website, just go to my YouTube channel, go over to the video section, and if you scroll down, I have a video on it over here which teaches you how to send and receive mails on your website for free and easy. Don't forget to check this video out. Now let's come back here. Okay, and what we'll do is we will right click on this thing that we created over here and copy it. Then we'll come back to our contact page here, and then just right click in this container and then paste it in. Then we will drag this by clicking and holding on this icon and dragging it upward here. Okay, now just change the text that was inside. So the title says contact. So this one should be. Now go to advanced. So click on advanced, and we just decrease the width, okay, to like 18. Okay, so we'll get to like this. Then we'll come back here. We can right click and copy this heading. Then we can come back here, right click, and then paste it in the same way. Then we'll just drag it up. Okay, so you can press and hold and then drag it up like this. Okay, good. Now I'll just copy this heading that we have here. Right click and copy. I'll select everything and I'll just paste it in. But you can type in whatever you like. Now let's go back here. Okay, over in the search widget section, just search for map. Okay, then you can drag in this one inside here, then type in any location that you like, the location that you're at. You can adjust it with the zoom and the height. If you want it to zoom a bit more, you can increase the zoom. If you want to increase the height a bit more, you can do that as well. So click on this to go back. We'll click on it. We'll drag a container over on the top here. Okay, then we'll make it change the direction to row horizontal. Okay, then we'll go back here, then just search for icon box. Okay, search for icon box, then drag an icon box inside here. Good. Now over on the icon section, click on the icon. On the filter by name, just type in map. Okay, type in map, then select this one. Okay, select this one and then click insert. Then I'll just change the heading to what it says there, which is address. Then I will copy what it says here. So you can use your own address if you like for your restaurant. And I'll just paste it in. Then it breaks at tema. So I'll use the self-closing tag, less than sign, BR, greater than sign. That to be like this. Then we'll go back to style, change the icon position to left, change the content alignment to left as well. And then the content spacing should be 0. The icon spacing, just reduce it a bit to like 10. Now go over to the icon section, the size, let's see, maybe 37. Okay, so keep the size at 37. Then the primary color, make it our pinkish red color. Great. Then go to content. Now go to typography. Make the size of the text like 18. Make the weight of it 600. Then change the family to Poppins. Good. Okay. And then go over to typography. Then for the description, then change the line height to like 19. Good. Now all you have to do is just right click and then duplicate and then right click and then duplicate. And I'll show you how to change one more, and you can do the rest yourself because the time is going. So I'll click on icon and then I'll just type in phone. Okay, phone. Then I can use any of these icons. So I'll just use this one. I'll click insert. Then I'll change the title to what it says there. So it said call us on. Then I will come and copy these numbers, these dummy numbers which are not real, and I'll just paste them in here. Then I'll use the self-closing tag, which is less than sign BR greater than sign, to get it like this, and then you can do the last one yourself. All right, now let's create our form. So what we'll do is we'll click on the merge form, click on edit form, and for enter a form name, maybe you can type in anything. Like I'll type in form 1, then I'll click on edit form, and I'll just give the merge form content border to load. Give it some time to load. Okay, so this is it as it's loaded up. As you can see, it looks just like Elementor. Okay, so let's start building. We'll click on this, we'll click on Flexbox, and I'll make it a vertical container. Then just go back here by clicking on this, and then type in the search section, just type in text. Okay, then look at this one, drag this merge form text box over here. Okay, drag that one over here. Then let me go, let's see. So it says name, and the placeholder text is Jason Kenya. So over here for the label, type in name and then change the placeholder text to whatever you want there. It will be like the text which tells them the structure of what you want to type in that particular box. Okay, so I want them to type their name, so I'll type in an example name. Then I'll go to settings, and for required, I'll turn this on. This means that clients or people who come and enter data in the form cannot submit the form without filling this this portion. So I'll go to style, then I'll look at this again. Okay, so for the label, I'll change that. I'll click on typography, change the font family to Poppins. Okay, so let me type in Poppins. Then I'll change the size as well. Let's change the size to like 17. Good. Then the weight should be 600. All right, now let's scroll down. The required indicator color, I'll make it a pinkish red. The warning color, I'll just make it light, something like this. Good. Then I'll go to placeholder text, go to typography. Let me look at it again. I'll go to family. Maybe I can change the font to maybe not too sans or something. Any font that you like. Okay. Then I can change the size to like maybe let's say 15. Then I can change the weight. Okay, the weight is fine, but let's leave it at, let's put it at 600. Good. No, 500 was okay. We'll leave it at 500 rather. Then let's go to input. Okay. And as you can see, we have this. So let's release the paddings first. We'll give it a top padding of 17. Give it a bottom padding of 17 as well. Then let's try the left padding. Maybe the left padding will make it like 10. Okay, 10 is too small. Maybe 15, so that will go inside. So something like this. Then the input color, let's make it something like a little bit ash. So let's say if I type Jason, as you can see, that's the color. So I'll go to typography, I'll go to family, change the font family to Noto Sans as well. Size should be 15, and then weight should be 500. Good. Now that that's done, we'll just right click on this and then duplicate it, and then right click. Okay, no, let's change this one first. Let's go back and see. All right, we shouldn't have duplicated this. Just delete it. Come back here and type in email. Type in email, and then just drag this one below this. So email, drag it below. Then what do we have? Email, and then just type in any email inside. So for the placeholder text, I'll type in my email, which you guys can feel free to contact me on if you have any problems. jk@jasonkenya.com. Okay, so that'll be for the placeholder text. Then I'll right click and copy this. Right click and copy this, and I'll right click here and then paste the style, and it's going to bring the whole style in for us. Then I'll go to settings, and the required, I'll just turn it on. Good. Now I'll go over here and type in text area. Okay, type in text area and drag it below this. Then what I'll do is I'll right click on this one and copy it. Right click here, click on paste style so that the style can, you don't have to waste time. So here it says your message here and the message. So that's all we have to change. So for the label, I'll just type in your message here, and then for the placeholder text, I'll just type in message. Good. Now the last thing we'll need is a submit button. So I'll go over here, I'll type in submit, and then as you can see submit button. So I'll drag it below, and then I'll change the alignment to left. What does it say? It just says submit. So I'll change this to just submit. Then I'll go to style, and then the paddings, will reduce the top and then reduce the bottom paddings. Then we'll increase the right padding to like 29, increase the left padding as well. We'll increase the right one a little bit more, so there's something like this. Okay, good. Then we'll just decrease the top and then the bottom like one more. Good. Now for typography, let me see, change the font family to Poppins. Okay, then go back, let's decrease the left, decrease the right a little bit more. Then the background type, select classic, and then the color, just select the pinkish red. Then for hover, you can select the same pinkish red color, but maybe you can make it like a little bit darker, so maybe something like this. Okay, then you can just click on just go to advanced, okay, and go to margin and give it a top margin of like 20 is even too much, maybe 15. Then here you can just click on update and close, and it's going to update your changes. So if you want to learn how to build a full contact form like this and link it with SMTP so you can send and receive emails on your site, don't forget to go to my YouTube channel and check out this video here, how to send and receive emails on your websites for free and easy. Okay, don't forget to check it out. Now let's come back to our contact page and then select the map, and then we'll increase the height. Okay, so we'll increase the height till it matches the button. So there's something like this. Okay, let's increase it a bit more to like 468. Okay, now click on update. Then I'll go back to, I'll go and see, so this is our last block. So I'll go scroll down on the about page, right click and copy this, come back here, right click and then just paste it in. Okay, then I will select this container, go to advanced, and I'll increase the top margin to like 55. Okay, now click on update. Then we are done building our contact page. So the last page to build is our gallery page, this page here. To build it, I'll just preview the changes of this page in a new tab. So I want to show you guys what the page looks like. We should have given this some top margin. I'll click on this, go to advanced, go to margin, give it a top margin of like 50. Okay, or maybe 50 seems too small, maybe 60. Now click on update again, so that once I come back here, there'll be some spacing between this and this. Okay, so now we have this, we have a map, we have this block, and we are done with this page. So I'll go back to my dashboard by hovering on this and clicking dashboard, and then let me drag this here, sorry, and then I will go to pages and click on add new page. The last page we have to create is our gallery page, and we can go on to creating our header and our footer. Okay, so here I'll type in gallery, and then I will go over to template and I'll change this to Elementor full width, and I'll click on publish. Okay, and as you can see it's published, so I'll just right click, open the page in a new tab, and as you can see this is our gallery page. So let's start editing. Here I'll click on edit with Elementor, and it's going to take us over to Elementor so that we can start editing our gallery page. Okay, so now that the page is loaded up, let's start building. So I'll go to the contact page and I'll copy this just to save time. So I'll right click, copy it, come here, right click and paste. Then if I go here, this is the image that was used, so I will go to style and then I will click on choose image, and then I'll look through my images and see if I can find the exact one. I think it's this one. So I'll click on select, and then I will change the text inside. So I'll click on it and I'll copy what it says here. Okay, and then I'll just paste it in, but I want it all caps, so you don't necessarily have to delete everything and type it in all caps. There's another way you can make it all caps. Just go to style, go to typography, and then transform, change it to uppercase, and as you can see it's capital now. Okay, so click on update, and then that's our first block. Now click on this plus button, click on flexbox and click on the vertical container. Change the width to 1230 and then go to advanced and change the top margin to 60. Good. Now go here, and then what we'll do is we'll actually copy this. We'll copy this contact and come and paste it over here. Then we'll go to advanced and then we'll look for the align self, and I'm going to change it to center. Then we are going to decrease the width of this to like 11 or 9, sorry, 9. Then we'll type in gallery. Okay, we'll type in gallery, then we'll just click on update. Then we'll go back to where all our elements are. The gallery which we'll be using is called a filterable gallery. Okay, it's called a filterable gallery, and it's supposed to be in a plugin, but we didn't install that plugin, so let's install it right now. So right here, click on preview change so that we can get access to our site. Then click on here and click on dashboard. Okay, let's download the plugin real quick. Go over to plugins and then click on add new plugin. Okay, then just wait for that to load up, and once it does, in the search plugin section, type in essential add-ons. Okay, just type in essential add-ons and give it a minute to search for the plugin, and this is it. So we'll click on install now and give it a minute to install the essential add-ons plugin for us. So you can see it has installed. So here we'll just click on activate, and as you can see it has activated. So what we'll do is we'll go back here and then we'll refresh the page so that the plugin can take effect, and then the Elementor page builder will see it. Okay, so now that Elementor has filled up, what we can do is we can come here and then type in filterable gallery. As you can see, this is it. So drag it below this, and then now we have it here. Now let's change this up a little bit. Items to 2, 6, animation duration 500, column should be 3, grid style should be grid, image height should be 300, layout should be overlay, the hover style is the same thing, transition. Okay, I think everything here is fine, but let's just click on the delete button here and click on the delete button here as well. We don't want these two. Now let's go to filterable controls and then just turn this off. Go to gallery items, and this should be on. And what I'll do is I'll delete these, all of these, and leave only one, so we can edit the one. So for the gallery item name, I'll call this maybe image 1. Okay, something like this. Then for the description, I'll just delete everything. Then for the image which was used over there, if you click on the image, I think it's this image here. So I'll click on select. Okay, good. Then I'll just disable all of these two. Okay, now scroll up, and then all I have to do is just duplicate this about 5 times. So let me see. Let's see how many we have. Okay, as you can see, we have the required number. So I'll show you how to change one more because the video is already long enough. I don't want it to take much, so that the rest you can do them yourself. Okay, so here I'll just type in image 2. Then I'll scroll down and I'll just change the image. So I'll click on the image here, and if I go back here and I go to our gallery page, let me just check the image that we used. Okay, so this is the image. So I'll just scroll down and look for it. Let me look at it again. I think it's this one. So I'll click on select, and as you can see, that's how we change them. So I'm sure you guys can do it for the rest. Okay, so I'll just close up the gallery items tab, and I'll go to style. The background color should be left on white. I think basically for the general tab everything is fine. Let's go over to the item tab and change the border radius to 11. Okay, and then go over to mouse over effects. Okay, and then let's see, the color is fine. The title color should be white. Then let's go to typography, and then we'll change the font family to Poppins. Okay, then the width, just change it to 600. Good. Then the content typography, I don't think we have to do anything there. Just change the content alignment to center, then we are good to go. All right, let's go to icons, and then the icons, we are going to just drag the slider here to make them completely transparent. Okay, just drag the slider to make them completely transparent, and yeah, that's basically it for this. And as you can see, we are done. Okay, so that's how you would change these blocks. Okay, now let's go back and copy the last block. So right click here, copy it, we'll come here, right click and paste. Okay, then we'll click on update, and that's it. We're basically done building all the pages that we need to build for our site. So we can just preview this, and the next thing which we are going to be building is the header, as in this thing over here. Okay, so to build it, we should go back to our dashboard. Okay, so I'll click on dashboard, and then I will go over to elements kit. So click on elements kit here, and then over on the elements kit settings page, just click on everything. Just basically click on next step, next step, next step. Here, just click on save changes, and then it's done. Then we'll go over to header footer over here, and then we are going to create our header. So to create a header, just click on add new here, and over on the title you can call it head. Then on the type you can leave it as header. Condition should be entire site, and then just activate it, select on, and then here you can click on edit content. Okay, so it's going to save your changes and take you over to the Elementor editor so that you can start building your header. Alright, so before we proceed, there's one more thing which we have to do that I forgot to show you. So here, click on preview changes. Here, hover on this and click on your dashboard. Okay, we have to create an actual menu. So here, hover on appearance, and then here click on menus. Okay, so click on menus, and then over here the menu name, you can call it maybe main menu or something like this. Okay, then just click on create menu. Okay, click on create menu. It's going to create a menu for you. So here, click on view all, and then add the home, about, contact, and gallery page to the menu. Okay, so here click on add to menu, and if I go here, gallery page is the last page, so the order is correct. So here you can just click on save menu, and then you should have your new menu created. So now we should go back here and let's actually refresh the page so that what we've done takes effect here. Alright, so now that it has loaded up, we can actually close this. So let's actually close this because we do not need it again, and let's start creating our menu. So here, click on this, click on flexbox, and click on vertical container. Okay, then this should be box. Change the width of this to 1264. Okay, then go to advanced and padding, release it, give it a top padding of 20. Okay, give it a top padding of 20. Then scroll down to position and make it absolute. Okay, then the horizontal offset should be 0, but the vertical offset change it to 62. Okay, and the z index, make it 1. Okay, change the z index to 1, very important. Then here click on update. Okay, now the next thing we should do is we have to drag another container inside. To drag a container inside this one, and then for the width of that container, make it 1230 rather. Okay, then make this the direction horizontal, then go to style, then go to background type classic, and make the color white. Okay, then go to border. Okay, border type, make it solid. Release the values and give the border bottom value of 5. In the border radius section, type in 7. Then over here, change the color to our pinkish red color. Good. Now here, click on update. Now go back here and then drag in the container inside. Then you have to duplicate till you get about 3 containers. Okay, so duplicate, right click and duplicate till you get 3 containers. Then what you do is select the first one. Over here on pixels, change it to percentage. Okay, then for the percentage of the first container, type in 16.60. Okay, hold on. Close this, change this to pixels again, and then drag this line. Okay, so just drag it in, and then as you can see, to change here, so just make this 16.60. Okay, and yeah, it should be full width. Now click on this container as well, do the same dragging method, and over here change the width to 49.74. Good. Then go over to this container first. I think this okay, so go back here and drag an image inside. So this way we are going to fix our logo. So here click on choose image, and then the logo is here, so I'll just click on select. Then we have our logo in. Now go to style, the width make it 25, and the height should be 58. Okay, but yeah, make it 55 and the height should be 58. Now let's go back, and then what are we let me click on this one. Then we've already changed the width, so let's get a nav menu. So here inside the search widgets column, just type in nav menu, and you see the elements kit nav menu. Just drag it in and select menu. Just select the main menu that we created. In the horizontal menu position, just select center. Okay, then go to style. Then the menu height should be 30. Okay, change it to 30. And then I think we can leave here. Let's go to the menu item style, and then we are going to change the the item text color to a pinkish red. Okay, and then the item margin, release the margin, and then let's see, I think it's right margin that we should give you. So we give you a right margin of 30. Okay, and then go to typography, and then let's change it up a little. So go to family, make it poppins. Okay, make this poppins. Go to size, the size should be 18, the weight should be 600. Okay, and then change the transform to lowercase, and then the letter spacing to 1.4. Okay, so that you have something that is like this. Now we have to get a button over here. Okay, so if I click on this, this is our container. It should be boxed. Then let's go here to the about page. Let's see if the button is here. Okay, right, fine. Let's go to the home page rather, and then we'll right click and copy this button on our first section here. So right click, copy, come back to the header page that we're editing now, and just right click and paste it in. Now we have our button, and over here select this container and just justify the content to center. Okay, what about align the item to center rather? Yes. Then select this container as well, and then justify the content to center, and then select this container lastly and justify the content to center. Now select this one, and let's increase the top padding a little. So we leave the top padding, give it a top padding of like 20. 20 is a little too big, maybe 15, and then maybe a bottom padding of like, let's say 10. Okay, something like this. Now we're done with our menu, so let's click on update, and then let's actually preview it on a page. So let's say I want to preview my home page. So if I click on preview right now, you can see we have our menu created for us at the top. There's one more thing which we're supposed to do. Come back here, select this one here, then go to style, then go to menu item style, then hover color. The hover color should be somehow ash, an ash color like this. Then the active color should be, let's see, let me go back here. The hover color should be black and the active color should be black as well. So what we'll do is that we'll actually copy this color code, go back to active, and then paste in the color code, and then click on update. Okay, now once we do that, when we come back here and then we refresh the page, then now that we're active on this page, this is the color. When we have the hover color changes. Perfect. Now let's create the mobile version. The one we are creating right now is for the computer version. If we were to look at it on how to look on mobile, it look very, very, some way kind of not nice. So you have to optimize it for mobile as well. So here's how we'll do that. Click on this to get you to responsive mode, then select mobile portrait. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is that we are going to select this container, go to advanced, scroll down to responsive, and then click on hide on mobile portrait. Okay, then what we'll do next is that let's actually select this main container here, select the main container, then go to advanced, over on the margin section, release it and type in 58. Okay, so it becomes something like this, and click on update, then select this. Okay, select this, and then go over to border, and then give it a border width, a top border width of 5 as well, so we get a nice design at the top. And then come back here, click on this tick to where all the elements are, drag in a container below this, and then change the direction to horizontal, go back and drag in a heading. Okay, and the heading you can just make it type in home. Okay, type in home for the heading, or if you like you can also, let's type it like this rather, home. Okay, then let's go to style, and then the color is okay. Let's change the font size to like 15 and the fonts family to Poppins, so like this. Okay, let's increase the size a bit more to like 17. Actually, let's make that 18. Good. Now we'll right click and duplicate this, right click and duplicate this, right click and duplicate this. Now I come to do all the pages, so select this one, select that page. Oh sorry, click on this first. Okay, go back to the home one, and then in the link section, what you can do is you can copy the title, you can paste it in the link section, then select home, and it's going to link it for you. Or if you also, if this doesn't work for you for some reason, you can go over to your website link and then copy this link here and then come and paste it in over here. Okay, so for the about page too, here let's just type in about. Okay, then we can copy this and then paste it in the link section, and it should bring the about page, and we can select it. or you can also open your about page in any tab, and you can just copy the link that you see here, and then paste it in. All right, now let's do the contact in the gallery. So we'll type in contact, copy, we'll paste it in, and then we will select the link, and lastly we'll type in gallery, copy it, and then paste it in, and then we'll just select the link. Then we'll select this container, and then we'll go to that file content and select center, and click on update. And if I click on this to send this inside, as you can see, this is how our menu is looking. So let's select this one, go to advanced, and let's give it some padding, right? So give it a top padding of like 20, maybe a bottom pattern of 20 as well. So I'll click on update. If I go back, as you can see, there's now some spacing for top and bottom. So yeah, you're basically done with the menu for mobile. And now let's go and build our footer. Okay, so before we go, you have to select this container. Okay, come back to a PC version. So if you're on mobile before, you should be like this. You just click on this to bring you back to the desktop version, and then go over to go to advanced rather, scroll down till you see responsive, and then click on hide on desktop portrait, and click on update. Okay, and that's how you can do the mobile version for the header. Now let's create our footer. To create it, go over to your dashboard, and then here select elements kit, and then here select header footer. Then over on this page, click on add new, and then on the title section you can type in any title. So maybe I'll type in footer 1. Okay, and then the type, select footer, and then activate, select on, and then here click on edit content, and it's going to save the changes you've made while taking you to the Elementor page builder, so you can start building our footer. So let's just give the page builder a minute to load. And now that the Elementor page builder has loaded up, you can start building our footer. So click on this first of all, click on flexbox, and click on the vertical container. Then over on the weight section, change it to 121 change it to 1230. Go to advanced, and go to padding, give it a top padding of 62, and a bottom padding of 35. Now go to style, and go to background type classic, and then choose any color that you want. I want mine to be like a little bit light blue, so a little bit of a dark blue, sorry. So something like this color is cool. All right, now I'll go back here, and I'll drag go back to this container, the main container, click on layout, and make it a horizontal container rather, sorry. So I've selected horizontal. Now click on this, and then we'll drag in another container inside, right click and duplicate it till we get 4 individual containers. So right click and duplicate like this. Now we'll put our cursor here and then drag this so that it can give us the width in percentage. When you click on this icon, you see that the width is in percentage. So I want us to change that percentage to 30.3, and then we'll do the same for this one. And I want us to go to the container and change the width to 14.30. Okay, let's actually increase it a bit, something like this. Good. Now come back here, and what I'll do is I'll go to our about page, and I'll copy this heading. I'll come back to our footer, and then I'll paste it in, and it says about restaurant over there, so I'll type in about restaurant. Good. Then I'll go to advanced, so click on advanced, and then just increase the width of this with this slider, so you get something like this. Okay, and something like this, you are good. Now go here, click on this to bring to where all the elements are, drag the text editor below this. Okay, I'm going to copy this text that was here. Okay, if you have your own text, you can paste it in, and once you copy text from another site, it tends to copy the formatting as well, but I want it to come as plain text. So you can do this by hitting Ctrl+Shift+V on your keyboard if you are on Windows, or you can just right click and hit paste as plain text, and it will do the same thing for you. Now I'll go to style, I'll go to color, and the color, I want a special color. I'll type in hash FC. Okay, let me see if, yep, that's the color I want, hash FC. Good. Then I'll click on typography, and in the font family, I'll just type in Hind. Okay, so this font is the font I want, and we are good to go. Now I'll go back here, I'll on search pages, I'll search for social. Okay, and then if you scroll down, you see social icons by eKits, so drag that below here, And then what we'll do is that we'll delete these two. I'll show you how to do the first one so you can do the rest, by yourself. Okay, so I'll just select left align. Then the Facebook, okay, we can leave the icon in the label as the way they are. If you have a Facebook account, you can just paste it in over here. Okay, so for the normal color, we'll choose white, and then for the background color, we'll choose a pinkish red. For the hover, it will be the reverse. So normal color should be the pinkish red, and the background color should be white. So to be something like this. Good. Now click on this, and I'll just click on this button to duplicate it so that I don't have to create all over again. As you can see, I have another one. So I'll change the label to Twitter. If you have a Twitter account, you can paste it in here. Over on the icon section, I'll just click on icon, and I'll select this icon as the Twitter icon and click insert. Okay, so I'll duplicate again so that I don't have to do it all over again. Maybe I can change the label to LinkedIn. Okay, if you have your LinkedIn account, you can paste it over here. I'll go to icon, I'll select this, and I'll insert it, and that's how you do it. So I'll duplicate it, and I'm sure you guys can do the last one yourself, because the video is getting quite long. Now I'll go back to style, and then let's see. So this should be center aligned. The border radius should be 7. Release the paddings on this. Release this one as well. The right should be 0, and then here should be 10. Okay, so here should be type in 10 at left. Good. Now scroll down. The width here should be changed to 33. Okay, the line height, I feel like it's okay at 28. Okay, so here we'll go to advanced, then we'll release the margin, and then we'll give you a margin of -9. Okay, not 90, -9 like this. Now click on this to take it to where all the elements are. Drag in a text. Okay, drag in text over here. Then here type in pages. Okay, then go to click on style. The color, you can type in that color hash FC. Okay, then you can click on this, go to typography, go to family, and change the font family to Noto Sans or whichever preferred font that you want to use. The size, we'll leave it at 22. Okay, and yeah, this looks pretty good. Let's go back, search for a divider over here and drag it below this. Okay, then change the weight to like what 15. I can't even see it. So what we'll do is to change the weight here to 2. Okay, then we'll change the color to a pinkish red color. Good. Then we can increase the weight to like 36. Okay, so that it will look something like this. Then go to style, and then the gaps should be decreased to like 6. Okay, now I'll go back here. I will drag in a heading right below this divider. Then we'll type in home. Okay, so type in home, and then you can copy this link and then paste it here so that it's going to give you the link, and you can just use that link. So here the color, you can also type in the same hash FC, and then go to typography, go to family, and then this should be behind. Okay, this should be behind, and then the size should be 17, and the width should be 600. Good. Okay, now what you can do is you can right click and duplicate this, and right click and duplicate, right click and duplicate for the last time. So you have 4, and you can just type in the pages. So here you type in about. Okay, so click on it in the title section, type in about, copy it, paste it in the link section, and as you can see, we have the about page, so it will come there. So the last one, which I'll show you how to do, click on it, title section, type in contact. Okay, then you can copy it, paste it in the footer, and then you can just select the page. So the last one, just type in gallery and paste in gallery and select the link. Okay, good. Now we'll copy this. Okay, then we'll paste this in here, and it says what? It says best dishes. Okay, so that's what we'll type in. We'll copy the divider as well and paste it below this. And as you can see, this side to be too long because of the weight differences. Okay, so we'll go back here, and then what we'll do is we can just right click and copy this heading and then paste it in. Okay, and then I'll just copy this best dish here. Okay, so I'll copy the best dish over here, and then I'll go back to my footer, and then I will paste it in here. Okay, I'll paste it in, and then I'll get rid of the link. Now what you can do is that you can just duplicate this till you get your desired amount. So here I'll use 4. Okay, then I can just copy any of this text, and I can just paste it. It's maybe for this one, I can just right click here on the title section and then paste it. Okay, so that's how you would do this block. Good. Now let's do the last block, which is the contact info block. So right click, copy this, come here, right click, and then paste it in. And then it says contact, so we'll type in contact. We'll right click and copy this divider, right click and paste the divider. Okay. And then go here and then look for in the search result section, type in icon box, drag in an icon box over here, and then over on the icon section, click on the icon and type in map. Type in map. Okay, and I think it's this one that was used. And then I will copy this location here, which is not real. I just made it up for the video, and I'll paste it in. And then I will just clear this description from there by deleting everything. Now I'll go to style, icon position, I'll change it to left. The alignment, I'll change it to middle. Okay, then the icon space, and I'll make it like 9. Now I'll go over to icon, I'll change the primary color to a pinkish red. I'll make the size about 21. Then I'll go to content, and the color can be the hash FC. Now I'll go to typography, photo family, and I'll type in tank. Okay, and then for the size, we'll make it 16, and then for the weight, we'll make it 600. So that is good. Now that we have this block ready, all you have to do is right click and duplicate, and right click and duplicate, and then you get 3. Okay, so this icon, the icon, you just click on the icon. The icon that was used here is a phone. Okay, so you can choose any of the icons, and you can just type in the random number that was used there. So you can type in your number or any random number. So I'm going to use any random number, which is let me just make up one right now. Okay, and then I'm going to copy this email address here as well, which is my email, which you can contact me on for any inquiries. So I click and copy it, and then come here for the last section. I'll go here. The icon that was used is an envelope, so I'll type in envelope, and then I'll select this icon, and then I'll just paste in the title over here, and then we are done with that section. Now click on this, click on flexbox, and click on a vertical container. Then go over to this main container here, go to style, go to the color, and then just have it copied. Okay, now come back here, go to you can change the weight of this to 1230. Okay, you can then go to advanced, release the paddings, give it a top padding of 13, for bottom padding of 14, and then go to style, and then background type, select classic, and then you can just paste in that color that you copied. Okay, now come back here, I'll drag in a heading, and I will actually copy the copyright statement over here, and I will come back to my footer and then paste it in. Okay, good. Then I'll go here, I'll center align this, I'll change the color to the hash FC, and then what I'll do is I'll select this, the font family, I'll type in Montserrat, this font, size should be 15, and the weight should be 500. You are done building your footer. Okay, so now let's try and optimize it for the mobile version. We'll click on responsive mode and click on mobile portrait. Good. So now what we'll do is, first things first, we will click on this and align it to center. This icon means that it applies only on mobile, so your changes won't affect the desktop version. And I'll go to style, go to typography, and I'll decrease the size of this to about 14. Okay, I'll select this, center align it, go typography, size is okay. Select this one, the social icons as well, and then I will click on content, and I will center align them. Do the same thing for the pages, the text, center align it. I will also go to the divider and center align the divider, but the width on mobile, you can see it's affecting only mobile, can change. So I'll make it like 25. Then I will center align all the other text. So I'll go to style, center, click on it, click on style, center, click on it, click on style, and then center. Good. Now click on this, go to style, click on center, click on this, go to style, and then I'm sorry, go to center. And I'm sure you are getting like the drift on how I'm doing everything. So here I'll click on contact. I'll center align this, click on the divider and center alignment as well. And I'm sure you can do the rest here. I'm just not doing it because I want to save time. Okay, so for the icon boxes, the icon spacing, you can decrease it to like 5 over here. Okay, so do the same for the rest. You are basically done doing the mobile version for your footer. All right, so the last thing which I want to show you guys how to do in this video is how to do the mobile version for desktop. Mobile version, the mobile version for the home page. Okay, so mobile version mainly comprises of center aligning, changing margins and patterns, and then reducing the size of some text. So it's not difficult at all. So let's do it for the home page actually. So what I'll do is that I'll come over to my home page, and then I will select responsive mode. Okay, select responsive mode, and I'll select mobile portrait. Good. As you can see, it looks really some way. There's no need to worry. We are going to fix it in a minute. So what you do is that you select this container first things first. Then change the width of the container to 456. Okay, to change the width to 456, go to advanced and then release the paddings. Okay, then what we'll do next is that select the dual heading. So just click on it, go to style, go to title, and then select typography here, and then on the side just type in 30. Okay, so basically this appears because of how small it has become. Okay, and then go over to advanced and release the margin and give it a top margin of 154. Okay, 154. Good. Then let's see what's next. Go to the text editor, go to style, and then center align it. Okay, I feel like we should center align the headings as well. So we'll go to style and we'll change the general alignment of the dual heading to center. Good. Then the spacer here, we'll select the spacer. The spacer, just make it 10, give it a value of 10. Okay, so that it doesn't have that much space. We are going to drag this here. Okay, go to style and then change the icon position to left. Okay, then just drag this. It's only going to affect the mobile version, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And then for the heading, I feel like we have to give it more margin to bring it down. Okay, so just increase the margin till you see the text starting to show. Okay, so let's just keep increasing. Here we'll type in 250. Okay, what I want to do is let's go to style, let's go to title, let's go to typography, and then let's look at the line height. Okay, the line height is something which we are going to reduce like significantly. Good. Now let's go back to advanced and then let's see that. Let's try. Okay, 380. So 380 brings it down. So let's just reduce it a little so it goes near the top one. It to be something like this. Good. Now for the beggar image, we have to change a few more things. So what I'll do is I'll select this, go to advanced, and then the margin, I'll give it a top margin of 15. Sorry, I'll type in 15, and then maybe a bottom margin of maybe 20 so that there's some space. Now I'll select this container, I'll go to advanced, I'll scroll down to responsive, and I'll click on hide on desktop. Sorry, hide on mobile portrait rather. And then I'll do the same for this container as well. Go to advanced, scroll down, click responsive, click hide on mobile portrait. Now click on this and I'll drag in a container below, so somewhere here. Hold on. Here. Good. Then I will leave everything as it is except making a horizontal container. Then I'll drag in a container here and I'll right click and then duplicate to get two containers. Okay, now although this is this is a horizontal container, it's like the two are not well spaced. So what I'll do is that I will actually select this main container, this container here, and I'll drag this line inside, and as you can see, it has given me a percentage value. Okay, so inside the percentage value, I'll type in 50 for the first one. Sorry, not 540, 50. Then I will select the second container, which is here, and I will also do the same dragging thing till it gives me the value in percentage. So let me try dragging again, and here I'll change the value to percentage. So select pixels and then here select percentage, and then so that when you drag again it changes to percentage. Then here I'll type in 49.84. okay, good. Now let's reduce this one more so that now we can get them on the same line. Okay, good. Now let me try increasing this one a bit. So if you increase it too much, it sends the other one down. So we'll select this container as well and decrease it also a bit more so that we can get more space to increase this one. All right, now let's increase this one a little bit more as well to like 43. Now what we'll do is that we want to copy the order now button. Okay, so let's actually go back to this container and then let's go to responsive and then let's actually disable this so that we can get access to the button. We'll right click, copy it, come here, right click and then paste it in. Now as you can see, the button is quite big. So over in your CSS text, the font size, make this 14 pixels. Okay, 14 pixels, or actually let's make it 10 rather. Okay, 10 is way too small, so 14 pixels. And then the padding, okay, so we have to change the padding. So here we'll make this, sorry, it should be pixels instead of the 28. Let's see, we'll make it like 2. Yeah, 2 looks pretty good. And we'll make this one from 23 to 2 as well. And then the top padding, we'll have to decrease that to like 1. And let's see the other side, so let's make it 1. Good. So now we'll increase it slowly. So we'll make the top let's say we'll make the top 7. Okay, then we'll do the same for the bottom, make it 7 as well. Then let's try dragging the button. Okay, so once we drag the button, it becomes way too, the container becomes long and this one too can't fit. So we have to actually decrease this for it to fit on the next side. Now let's do the same thing for this container. We'll go to advanced, go to responsive and make and disable this so we can get access to the button. Okay, so right click, copy, come here, right click, paste. Now as you can see, we have access to the button. So what will we be doing? What we'll be doing is that we are going to change the we are going to be changing the font size. So first of all, this is background color, this is padding. So here we'll make the top padding 7. Okay, we'll go and make the bottom one 7 as well, and then we can leave this one 2 too. So we'll make here 2 and then go over to this one and then make it 2 as well. Then we are going to use our hand to drag this. Okay, so once we drag it, you can see the containers are both taking a lot of space. So what I'll do is that I'll select this main container and I'll release the gap between the elements, and then here I'll select no wrap, okay, so that it comes to this side, and then I'll try increasing the width a little bit more, and as you can see we have it like this. Okay, good. So now select this first, and then I'll go over to responsive and click on hide on mobile portrait. Do this one for it as well. Scroll down, responsive, and click on hide on mobile portrait. Okay, then you can edit these buttons however you like. I'm going to drag this one down here. Okay, then I'll select this one, go to advanced, and I'll go over to responsive and I'll click on hide on mobile portrait as well because we don't want to see that one. Now I feel like this section is pretty okay. If you want to change something, you can click on it, go to style. Maybe the image size is too much for you, so you can make it like 23. Okay, and then you can change it for the content as well, but this side looks pretty okay. So now what we'll do for this one is that we'll go to style, we'll center align, go to advanced, we'll align it to the center, and then what we'll do is we can increase the width of this. Okay, so go here, go to style, center align it, click on the size, and we can make it like maybe 20, okay, or maybe 22, and then we can just decrease the line height so that the text is quite close to itself. Good. Then we can select this, go to style, center align it. Do the same for every other thing. All you need to do is just center align everything. So select this, go to style, center align it as well. This one looks okay, so we can click on this, go to advanced, and then just increase the width of it. You can select this, go to style, go to typography, and then you can change the size to like 22. Okay, this everything here looks fine. So here for this text that becomes so long, just go to advanced, release it, and as you can see it's going to become normal. Okay, good. So just select this testimonials, go to advanced, and then just increase the width for it to become something like this. Then you can select this text because it's too big. Go to style, go to typography, change the size to 22. Testimonials block is okay. And then here what we'll do is that we'll go to style and we'll center align it. Okay, then we'll come here, go to style, we'll center align this as well, and then we'll drag this under here. Okay, then we'll select this container, and then we'll go to advanced, release the margin, give it a top margin of like 20. Then we'll select the button. Okay, go to advanced, and then the align self, let's see. Okay, so it's not the align self that we'll use. Let's go to the container and let's justify the content to center. Let me release this one. Okay, it seems like the button. Let's try another thing. Let's align it to center. Let's go to content, let's go to margin, and then we'll increase the left margin to actually use margins to drag it to the center. So hold on, we'll keep increasing, and as you can see, it has come to the center. So all you have to do is click on update. That's basically how you do the mobile version. So I'm sure you've gotten a fair idea. You can do the other pages for the mobile version by yourself. All right, so the last thing we should do is we'll select this container. Okay, go to advanced, we'll scroll down, then we'll go to responsive and click on hide on desktop. Okay, then just click on update. Now we can view our site in a new tab. There's one last thing which I really want to show you guys before we end this video. If you want to add some cool animations to your site, what you can do is you can click on maybe any of them. So maybe this heading, you can go to advanced, scroll down to see motion effects. Okay, then entrance animation, you can select maybe fade in left, and then animation duration you can select fast, and then the delay you can select maybe like 2 seconds. Okay, so you can do it for maybe this one as well. The text editor, go to advanced, scroll down to responsive, scroll down to motion effects, and then here you can select maybe fade in right, select here to be fast, and change the duration to like 2 seconds. Okay, then maybe for this ASMR, go to advanced, scroll down to motion effects, go to animation, maybe you can select sliding down. Okay, you can make this fast, here you can make it like 2. Okay, then you can do the same for the button as well. Go to advanced, scroll down, look for motion effects, and you can choose maybe this one, you can choose sliding up, and then animation duration you can select fast, and here you can select 2. So if we update now and we preview our site in a new tab, which is over here, as you can see, we'll have some really cool animations over here. All right, so thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If this video helped you, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to share it out to your friends, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you'll not miss any updates from me. If you have any questions or suggestions for me, just leave it in the comments below and I'll be sure to get back to you. All right, can't wait to see you all in the next one. Love you all. Bye bye.